Yo, what's up, guys? 1 second. All right. All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Adam? What's up, Huckett? What's up, Matt? Good to see you guys. Sorry, I was sending the links out, typing, all that good stuff. I'm also live on Discord. We're live here on YouTube. And as you can see, I'm early again. We had a Sunday stream. I was here early yesterday. I stayed late yesterday. We went to the Discord. We hung out till an hour after the close. So we were there for a long time. And then here we are again, over 30 minutes before the open. We are truly paving the way right now. We are up and at 'em. Like I said, I was impressed how many people were even in the Sunday stream. That was pretty insane. I think I got some like motivation though from all that shit. And then two, I was looking at one of my old streams, and dude, if you go to one of my old streams, the chat is moving at the speed of light. So that kicked me into it like gave me some motivation. Good morning, Data J. Good to see you, dude. And it's funny because in my old streams, if you watch the YouTube chat, you'll see like all these old group or these like group owners that exist today. You'll see them all with like subscription badges and shit in my YouTube chat. It's fucking hilarious. There's so many old names in there too. Like Mel, I went to a stream that was 3 years old, and I saw Mel in the YouTube chat. That's pretty cool. Good morning, Letterbug. Good to see you, brother. I'm also live on Discord if you guys want to go there. You don't have to be on YouTube, but if you would also just like to chill with me on YouTube, that is dope. Like I said, I think I am. If I do stream on both, I'm gonna try to like end my YouTube stream around like lunch, and then I'll just like chill in the Discord stream. So if you want to hang out after, we're in here. And then me and like a few of you hung out for like a long ass time yesterday in the Discord. I'm not joking. I didn't get off Discord till like literally an hour after the market. That was insane. I could not tell you the last time I had done that. But I think it was just the questions that were being asked that day. Like there was so much like there's just a lot of good conversation yesterday. Like all the BS aside, there was honestly a lot of good productive talk about like trading and just the different things we look at. The sector stuff, I feel like I talked about a lot yesterday. Talked about a few different candlestick patterns, just because that's what people were looking for. It was a lot yesterday. Good morning, all early birds today. Yes, sir. Trying to turn a new page here. I want to get back to where I was in terms of like viewership. And I would tell you one thing. One thing that definitely led to my like early success was definitely just being here. And I say success. I mean that wasn't like that successful, but I mean, did you get like 100 people in here? That's insane. I'm honestly impressed. I still get like 20 to 40 people in here. Like that's honestly a shit ton of people. I don't, like a lot of people don't realize if you start a channel, it is so hard to get like 3, 4, 5 people to watch you like consistently. Like people who actually fuck with you and who actually want to be there. It's really hard to build that up because you can't just do that overnight. And you can't be fake about it either. Like, people sense that shit. Like, I feel like maybe back then they weren't, but like nowadays, I feel like people pick up on so much shit. Like, you can't be anything but yourself nowadays. And as soon as you aren't, you're going to get exposed. So, honestly, being yourself is the smartest tactic these days. Just be you. It's not really a tactic, just do you. What do you like? What do you don't like? Stick to it. Got to be present 100%. Good to see you guys. Asa. I started screen recording my trading, yapping to myself the whole time. Are you using it to like review and like I guess like back test yourself from? Is that what you're doing? That's smart though. That's not dumb at all. I told you, I've been telling you guys for years, man. If you talk to yourself, like you will get better. You know, some the people around you might think you're a little weird, but we will have to get Lily to wake you. Actually, I was trying to wake her today. I told you, man, my dog's got like a personality. I went to go like grab her, and she's like growling at me. I was like, all right, all right, all right, all right, you lay there. She speaks in growls. If she growls, she doesn't want to be fucked with. It's actually the cutest thing. Mainly for review. I haven't reviewed any yet. I mean, honestly, even if you don't review, just the fact that you're doing it is probably super effective. Like, you know, going at it, talking to yourself, just kind of speaking out loud. Because, you know, writing down notes is only going to go so far. Let's be honest. Especially if you're the kind of person that's like me and you're more like a hands on kind of guy, you're not going to want to fucking write down notes. You're going to want to go in there and talk about it with yourself or with someone, you know. That's another thing you can do too, Matthew. Let's say you have like a chart. This is seriously me and Leland's favorite practice. I don't know why more people in chat don't do this. I think some people hear me say this and they think I give a shit about if they type in chat or not. Like, I do not give a fuck. Go do this in your DMs for all I care. But what you should all be doing is posting like a so like posting like a chart that was beforehand, and just kind of like explain like a couple of thoughts. Just be like, I like this, I like this, I like that. I pretty much deciding direction from here. This can do this can do that. You know, just kind of planning out some things on the chart before it's even moving, right? And then later on in the day, you know, if you're actively trading or just reviewing, like pretending trading or whatever to kind of just get a rep, that's cool. At the end of the day, review, but review from the point of view of the person who was talking about it the morning, you know, before it was moving. If you go in there and you're like, oh, I see it bounced here, I would have bought calls. You're like, what? That wasn't part of anything you said. You didn't once say, if this holds here, I'm going to buy calls, you know? So a really cool practice you can do is go into the chat or to yourself. I honestly don't care. Post a chart with a couple details and then reply to it. Right click it, click reply, and then type out a couple more things and just kind of do like an updating story about whatever you're looking at. It doesn't need to be something you're trading. Maybe it is something you're trading, you know, who knows? But just do that and go and reply to yourself and kind of update the story of what you're looking at. Oh, now it's doing this because this happened. Oh, it broke down in a current day open. Let's see if we can get down to the previous day control point, you know, since that's the next key level of each day. So, you know, mention your key levels as much as you can. What candlestick patterns do you see bouncing or rejecting? What key levels do you see failing or holding? Where are they going? You know, what's next on the plate? And yeah, I didn't know I could do that to my YouTube channel, but we have it in subscriber only mode, so only subscribers can type. I don't know why that wasn't ever turned on before. Good morning to the guys here in Discord too. Sorry, I'm like clicking back and forth. Alst, Green Candlestick, Mike 2, good to see you all. I'm kind of just seeing who's all joining in. I guess I can go over some shit. I mean, we already have been, but all right. So basically, if you guys haven't seen the Discord already, this area decides direction for the day. It's actually the same thing on SPX. Different numbers, but it's the same look. Oh, I'm on the right time frame. This area right here. It decides direction for the day. A couple things already happened this morning, which is why we have this open. Nvidia took a dip. They have earnings tomorrow. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. AMD, you could see they did a little pumpy pump this morning. It went up to 227 today. It's kind of insane, considering they were under 200 yesterday. So that is a pretty notable piece of news. There is a Trump State of the Union tonight. I believe it's at like 7 or 8 CST. So whatever that has in it, sure there's some stuff to come out today. Another thing that happened was IBM. If you guys didn't see the other day, IBM completely fell off a cliff. A lot of people are starting to speculate. When I say a lot of people, I'm talking about like just articles that I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of shit though on like fear now. People are like, well, if IBM can fall, Google can fall, and if Google can fall, Nvidia can fall, and if Nvidia can fall, everything can fall. It's like they're like coming up with all this like fear out of just thin air. Like, brother, it's IBM. It's okay. It's like these articles forget that like you know big funds buy large amounts and sell large amounts. It's like it's not that crazy to see those things. To see large pullbacks in tech stocks, it's actually very normal. I would be more concerned if it was a slow pullback. I'd be like, well, fuck, when's it going to drop more? That would be a little bit more worrying to me. I would prefer a more aggressive drop in your tech stock, considering that's kind of how they act when they go up aggressively. So it kind of makes sense they aggressively would pull back as well. And it's like they all forgot about the AI exposure. That's why I talked to you guys about that pretty early on, because it was just like it amazes me how many people are not talking about that. I'm not even that educated in that space. I would say I'm not educated at all. And I still feel like I have a better understanding than like 90% of people, which is sad because like I don't know shit. I told you guys everything I knew. It's not much. So I'm not trying to sit up here and act smart. It's like that's just sad. The AI shit really does scare me because there's so many companies heavily invested into it, and not every bit of it is AI. Aloha, what's up, SF? Good to see you. You were the last person I talked to yesterday. Yeah, SF, I actually didn't go to sleep. I opened up a War Dragons account. Pretty much have been up since I talked to you. There's a really big, like, dark blot under each of my eyes. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I got into Diamond. Just wanted to let you know that. All right, who's all in here in Discord? Okay, you're in here too. All right, so Spy is posted. SPX is posted. I've I didn't repost XOK. We just kind of talked about it again. I guess I could show that on the stream. So XOK, this is a really big one. So this is why I'll probably be a little bit more bullish than bearish at the open, unless we start pulling back at the beginning. Because I'm in the understanding that if we hold this area, we should go up. And we've already kind of left this area after being under it yesterday. So the fact that we're holding above it in pre-market is actually a really good sign to possibly go up today. The thing that why I said unless it goes down in the beginning is because, well, the obvious. There's a chance it just wants to actually hold it first. I mean, again, all this price action from here to here is after hours in pre-market, so it's not really true price action. It's low volume. So we'll have to see, is that possible? But basically, as long as this area holds, we should go up today, folks. That's right. I just said folks in the year 2026. But yeah, so I think that's what we got going for us. What do you guys think? And good morning to every single one of you. I told you guys I started earlier this week. What's up? Here before 8. Yesterday we were here early and late. Got the Sunday stream in. We are not lacking this week. I haven't even had time to like post videos in the Discord this week yet. I do need to make a sectors video uh Wednesday no, probably Thursday afternoon because Nvidia earnings Wednesday. I was going to say Wednesday, but that didn't make any sense. Oh man. I guess I'm done. I guess I'm waiting, huh? I guess I'm chilling. I can't believe I got faked out by the State of the Union time. I mean, I stared at it when I was looking at my iPad, and then I like looked over and I was like, oh, that's in like 30 minutes. Well, that's in like 45 minutes. I woke up at like 7:10, 7:15. Stared at that time and I was like, that's pretty soon. I'm honestly kind of relieved to hear that it's not happening now. That is happening tonight because that would have been annoying. I woke up early to stream and it's like right as the State of the Union starting. That would suck. Yeah. So does anybody need any like updates on what we're looking at? Because I've gone over it twice now. Because I don't know what to do with my hands whenever I start a stream early. So I just repeat things about 100 times. But does anyone need anything repeated? We went over SPY, SPX, a little bit of the sectors, mainly XOK because that's kind of the most important one today, and honestly, always. I kind of spammed through a couple tickers, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, "Yeah, man, I covered the whole market." But if you guys want me to look at something, we can. We do have like 20 minutes, so might as well kill some time, right? I hate that I've gotten this like quick with my prep too, because I like start stream and then I'm like done in like 5 minutes. It's not because I'm good at it. I just think it's because I've said the same thing over and over and over again for multiple years now. Do you use technical stop loss or percentage stop loss? I'll be honest with you. I 99% of the time am using like a technical stop loss, but it's all based on like what key levels am I holding or breaking? Because sometimes I'll cut it early when I think it's getting worse, right? But I don't like to do that because you're gonna catch that instance where it wasn't, and it's just like, why the fuck did I cut that? So it's really all about context. That's why I keep saying like that word is the most important for everything. Like I could almost answer every single question in this chat with the word context. That's just how important it is. So in some cases, yeah, I want to cut it based on my plan. But in some cases, maybe I have intuition on something. Maybe I pick up on something that I'm like, huh, why did this hold like this? Oh shit, the sectors are coming down. Let me get out of this because SPY isn't coming down yet. You might have a couple trades where you have the jump on that. So I don't like to sit here and just answer with just one and be like, yeah, man, I just use technical stop losses because technically I don't. Sometimes it is a technical loss. Sometimes it's me getting out before it truly got worse. It really depends. Good question though. And honestly, there is no correct answer on that. Like it's all personal preference and it's all based on what you're doing. Like in the beginning, all I did was percentage stop loss. Later on, all I did was technical stop loss. Now I'm in the understanding of, oh, I can adjust it. I have control of that. But it doesn't feel like that when you're in the beginning. Got mini NASDAQ open. We got a 2-hour outside bar at the 50% right at previous day control point. Jesus Christ. We hold and came go test the 4-hour OBT upside or reject this GP and use this last night. Damn. Okay, so Carter kind of gave us a couple routes there. I like that. I'm honestly impressed by we got a 2-hour outside bar with the 50% right at PDCP. That like kind of blows my mind reading that sentence. That sentence alone was like impressive. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab an orange juice. Y'all let me know what y'all looking at. Dude, it's fucking cold out here. I don't know how the hell some of you guys deal with this. It's honestly not even that cold and I'm dying. What even is the temperature outside? 40 degrees. Okay. Yeah, like I said, it's not even that bad, but holy, for us, it's fucking horrible. Windy as hell, too. Took a loss yesterday because it was down 40% stop loss. Thinking if my entry was better, I would not have stop loss until the technical break, trying to perfect my performance. Yeah, see, I like that you said that because a lot of people will sit there and be like, "Oh, it's because my stop loss sucked." It's like, no, your entry sucked. It's the whole thing. So I'm glad you said that because yeah, it probably is entry related. Like right here, I'll go over something real quick. What the hell? Like, let's say I am in the belief that this is gonna go down, right? And I'm like, I like this, so I enter like this candle, maybe whatever. We're just trying to give you some example, right? And I'm like, but I don't like it if it gets above this level, right? I see people say this and then they let it drop. As soon as this appears, they cut. Can someone tell me why? Because I have the exact answer why. For most cases, at least. Someone tell me why people cut here. Morning, getting crazy in the kitchen? Like you're making something? Also, good to see you, Maddie. Maddie motherfucking Ice. Trying to perfect performance business. Saying if I ignore my stop loss, I would have been systems unhealthy because it would have just as easily been 100% lost. Yeah, true. The green candle shows indecision, so they take the profit before it goes against them. No, because they're staring at their fucking contract price. I don't know if you guys do this, and 9 times out of 10, you guys are not going to tell me the truth on this exact question anyway, so do not answer me. This is a rhetorical, stereotypical, whatever the fuck. Do not answer me, hypothetical. It's all the olds. But a lot of people stare at their pricing, and it fucks them up. They see one sign of, oh, fuck, I could be wrong in this trade. They get out because they're so used to being wrong. They're so used to being weak in their trades. So they do that. A lot of traders do that. I've done it. Everybody in here has done it at least once in their life. Everybody has done this. As soon as the first sign of, oh, fuck, I could be wrong appears, most people get out. And by most people, I mean people who have experienced trading before, right? In the beginning, you're probably not even looking at that. Maybe you are, but you're probably just seeing a green candle and going, oh, what does that mean? You know, so you just hold it because you're gambling and you get lucky, and then you just assume holding whenever things get rough is the right path. And sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But it's all about context. You know, it's like, what is the green candle in front of me? Not how much am I down on my contract? You know, it's like, what candle is this? Right? 50-50, but a little bit more bearish because we're under bearish levels. Bearish, bearish. 50-50, but a little bit more bearish because, again, we're already on the understanding that we are bearish. But why is it 50-50? Because it's a green doji. It's got long legs on each side. It's got a small body. So, yeah, it's a 50-50 going in between. Oh, back to selling, back to selling. But you can see a little bit of indecision. It's a small body candle. Then it starts to open up. As soon as you see this candle, you should be relieved like crazy. You should be like, all right, bet we are definitely going down to this level because now you understand, oh, we're expanding more. Oh, nice, we're expanding. Oh, wow, huge candle. You see this wick, you're like, okay, we probably are going to start slowing down soon because it just dumped a bunch of candles in a row. Like, it's just using basic logic sometimes. But if you aren't doing this candle by candle conversation with yourself, you are actually trolling. But people do that. They stare at their contract or they see one green candle and they're like, oh, fuck. And by the time the green candle is appearing, the quote is going against you because at that point in time, it is calculating, oh, if it bounces from here, where is this going? So of course your contract's going to slow down in price and even go against you, despite being in a pretty decent entry. But you need to be in the understanding of what context made you enter. Okay, then base your loss off of that context. Base your loss off of your entry. It shouldn't be, oh, well, every time I do this, I do that. No. You entered that red candle, guess what? Set that 685.19 and then pay attention what candles come after that. Don't just sit there and be like, "Oh, well, as long as it's under it, I should make money. If it goes above it, I'm fucked." Like that is true, but it's like you're not really giving yourself a chance if you're only thinking about two routes. If you aren't giving yourself this third route of actually reading the chart yourself, not just pretending you are, which again, most people are doing that inadvertently. I wouldn't say that you are meaning to pretend to chart, that you are meaning to pretend to read what is in front of you. It's a weird conversation, but definitely go through that as much as you can. Candle to candle, talk out loud to yourself, like you were already practicing. That's why I was really proud of you for saying that, because it's like I feel like that's been the best practice for me. That's just because of who I am. Everyone's different though. Some of you assholes in here are really, really smart, and I'm jealous of you, and you're gonna be able to learn all this shit 10 times faster than me. Everyone's different. There's people in here who are gonna learn it 10 times slower than me. It's like literally everyone is different. So I can't give you a cookie cutter answer because we're not all cookies. We're not all the same cookie. So true. The issue is we only do it with the profits, not the losses. Exactly. It's so easy to manage a win. It's not easy to manage a loss. But if you can, come up with how to manage both, and at least you have a good grip on what you're doing. Oh, that was a good conversation though before the market. We got 10 minutes, guys. Drop a like on the stream, share the stream link around. If you would prefer Discord over YouTube, I am also here in Discord talking with the homies. Good morning, Spicy Pepper. Good to see you. Alice, I see you. You said, I just joined and I'm half asleep still. West Coast sucks for the market. Yeah, I genuinely don't know how you people do it. Staples, Healthcare, Intel, Netflix, CMG. Go over those if you want, please. Bet. Let's go through those real quick. I already went over tech a bunch. Basically, guys, in short, this area is important for direction. Let's go through this little list he gave me real quick, though. Staples. All right, so Staples were cooling off. I'm actually very happy you said this. So the staples were cooling off, and we were looking to see from the high to the low of this most recent dip. Wait, where did I draw that from? Oh, here, first green candle. I'm stupid, breaking my own rules. And we could see they tried to move away, then they recovered, and they kind of had that day yesterday. And this could be led because of some of the tech earnings that are coming out this week. So this could be just a front run move, showing us, oh, hey, tech is cooling off soon. And we've already seen some of that. We saw NVIDIA pull back a little bit, IBM pull back a lot. Google looked like it was trying to, but then it pumped again. So there is some fear in the market that tech is trying to pull back again, but it's not so fearful that you should be jumping into just staple stocks. But yesterday, really good pump. Really, what we're looking for direction on this moving forward is the 88 level. Pretty easy number to remember. So as long as we're above this, more times than not, yeah, we're probably going to be more bullish. Below this, we could see a little bit more cooling off. I'm still not going to say bearish on this just yet because it really isn't. It's not really fair to say staples are bearish after no more green candles appeared. It's like, dude, it just rallied from the bottom of this support all the way up. I think it's allowed to, do some funky shit for a while. That's exactly what staples do. So this one might not give you the greatest amount of directional movement anymore unless we see that tech pull back. So make sure you're kind of watching both of those together. And then you said healthcare, great one. That's a good outlier to watch. Let's go to our daily. So this one has been, and I talked about this a few times already this week and last week, but they've just been on a tear streak with this uptrend into the all-time high. The question here now is, are they actually going to break this and move on, or are they going to stick to this range? And this isn't an uptrend. This is truly a range. So we'll have to see. So I'm really just curious. Does it break 159? Does it break 160s for healthcare right now? Because that would be impressive. There are a couple weights inside of that sector, Eli Lilly, that are looking very, very good. This one has a bullish kicker coming off of support, and I don't remember the others. UNH has honestly been looking good, even with this most recent pullback. PG, you can see PG's completely ripping faces off. I guess that's it for healthcare. Intel, we got a few minutes. I remember them cooling off. I don't remember what I said yesterday because I did chart this, but I only looked at it for a few minutes. I think I was looking at this, but didn't draw it. I'll be honest, because I remember hovering over here. But what I like is this move up here because it goes up and then it comes down. Um, the high of the move to the open of the last green candle before the reversal back down, and you can see, just like on our SPY chart, I'll just show you. Just like on our SPY chart, we have this support where they go under, back above, under, back above, under, back above. That's all liquidity grabs. And then you see it over here. Under, back above, under, back above, under, back above, under, back above. You go to Intel. This could be an area that starts doing that. They already did it once. They're already here again. So I would look to see if this area holds because 44s look to be stupidly important for Intel. I don't trade this like you do, Al, so you probably have a better like drop on this than I will. But I just have the gap down 50. I'm looking at that, and then I think it's like a monthly candle or something. Actually, I don't know what that is. And then Netflix, you probably heard me talk about Netflix a bunch. I'm just dollar cost averaging on this. So you're not going to hear me be like, yeah, man, it's bearish today, it's bullish today. Like, yeah, it's probably going to be a little funky for this for months. That's why I'm dollar cost averaging into shares. And same with PayPal. Which, how did that end yesterday? They were pumping and then they just like chilled. Oh, that's they just chilled is a good analysis. I'm curious on this one. So these are the two I'm getting right now, Alst. So if you ever see those two, just where is it on my list? Right here. Netflix, PayPal. I didn't make the connection on liquidity guys, but I see it now. I was only seeing higher lows. Yeah, just make sure that you understand, like, it's not going to perfectly hold it sometimes. It probably will dip under, then go back above. What you want to take advantage of is the getting back above part. And then what was the last one? CMG. That's a crazy chart, I won't lie. I don't think I've ever actually analyzed this chart or traded it. Like, I've charted it before, but I don't think I've ever actually gone over it in the sense of, like, it should bounce if it does this, you know? But honestly, this chart does not look bad. I say that just because of how clean the spacing is between the levels, the price action between the levels, how it's like red, green, red, green, red, green, and then all in between it's just like green, cool off, green, cool off, green. It's just like straight runs. And then you go over here and it's like the opposite now. It's like red, flat, red, flat. So it looks like 36, 35, 50s is pretty important for CMG. I think these are just like gap fibs and like drawdown fibs from the left side. Pretty sure someone asked me to chart this one day. So I don't have much to tell you on this one either. I'm sorry about that. But I'm not going to go to a chart and pretend I know what the fuck I'm talking about every single time because I honestly have no idea on some of those charts. I might have cool looking levels on them, but that doesn't mean I know what I'm talking about. Good though. Thank you for throwing those out. Matty I said he's in CMG at 37, which is kind of a big deal hearing that from Matty. Again, I'm not downplaying Matty. I'm just saying because Matty's a big deal. Matty's been killing it. So if he's liking CMG at 37, that's something to take note. Scrambled eggs and ham with toast and ice. Dude, you are not fucking joking. You are genuinely in the kitchen. Scrambled eggs and ham with toast and iced matcha? Maca? I don't drink coffee, so I have no clue how to read these words. LOL, so true. The issue we only do. Oh, I already read that. Oh, you're good. You're good. All right. Well, market's about to open in 2 minutes, guys. Is anybody questioning what the hell we're looking for? I had it the first time? Okay. Yeah, I think the only time I've gotten Starbucks was not even for coffee. Green Candlestick said, "Tell Maddie I got 36 fills on CMG. LOL." That's funny. Adam, your name looks sick with that mod color, bro. You looking kind of pretty. I check it out on CMG at 30. Can you go over the top 3 weights in XLV? Yeah, give me a minute after the open, and we'll do it. Why are you liking healthcare so much? What are you doing with it? Or you're just interested? Aw, shucks. Awooga. I won't meow, but I will awooga. Matty I said, of course he does. I like I'm like conversating for YouTube between YouTube to Discord chat. These are two different mods in my community, guys. 2 hour outside bar golden pocket could be telling in the story, Matt, or could be the tell in the story. Nice wakes, dude. I love seeing Carter and Maddie going back and forth like that. Like two legends colliding in my head. Remember, guys, share the stream link around. Drop a like on the stream. I'm also on Discord if you do not like YouTube, or if you don't pay for YouTube Premium. I don't think anybody will judge you if you don't. I will judge you if you don't have a Netflix subscription, though. Start fear mongering people into owning a Netflix subscription just in hopes of your like portfolio going up. God, that'd be funny. You get famous and you just start pumping Netflix subscriptions just because you own shares. Yep, ding, ding, ding. Thank God I don't have that thing on. Thank whatever power on this planet put that into this, because I can't stand the ding, ding, ding. I've heard it for too long now. It's like PTSD at this point. Remember, guys, 680.36, 680.190 decides direction. If you go over to your XLK chart, it's pretty much aligning the same, different numbers. 138.27, 139 decides direction short term. This is on all time frames. And now that the market's open, let's go look at your XLV Alst. Did you ever answer me? Let's see. Oh, because it's fire. Yeah, I know it is fire. If that's your only reason, then I'm definitely down to look at. I was just curious why you were looking at it. I'm honestly always pretty happy when I see you guys looking at something that isn't tech because it shows me, oh, you're having a dig for it. So on your analyze tab, our top 3 weights are Eli Lilly, which that's you should know that off of the back of your head. If you don't, I'm gonna be mad at you. The rest of these you don't have to remember perfectly, but you should have an idea of what other stocks are here, like just a couple of them. Like even if you said BMY, I'd be like, okay, bet he knows what he's talking about. But let's look at J&J and AbbVie. Yeah, there's not really much I can cover on some of these because they've literally just been rallying their ass off. And I've been covering this for a few weeks now. So if you've missed any of that, you can go check out the Sectors channel as well. I think you have access to that. Yeah, you do. And it's just it's a really fun thing to do, Alst. I know you're doing it with healthcare, but just doing it with like at least a few sectors is so much fun because it's like you're getting like a story of why the charts are doing what they're doing by going through these, not just once a month, but going through them a couple times a week, you know, and just kind of going through them when you have time. I'm serious. It only takes a few minutes. Log into your charts real quick. Just go through the sectors real quick. See positioning. See context. Because like recently, we were saying, oh well, we want to see a bounce after this dump. We got one, but we knew we were kind of in an area where we could bump our head type price action. We knew we were gonna probably bump our heads and not go up higher. So we're gonna consolidate first. Now that we're consolidating, we're like, okay, oh shit, are we even gonna consolidate? Are we gonna break support now? So we're kind of looking at that now. So you can kind of see as the story has evolved over time. And now it makes more sense when you go to that SPY chart or your triple Q and you're like, oh wow. Like it connects like instantly. You're like, oh. Like now it makes sense. So we went down, we held because the sectors we went up, we hit. They all slowed down. We're hitting rejections. Like the only 2 sectors that actually have continued to kill it, despite all of tech's misery recently, is healthcare and staples. Those are the only 2 sectors, and maybe energy. I guess you could throw energy in there as well. I kind of forget about them a lot. But like energy, they've been fucking on absolute fire. And you know who's talking about it? Nobody, because everybody's focused on tech. People don't talk about this stuff. They don't look at staples. They don't look at healthcare. They don't look at energy. So if you can get into the swing of things and start looking at these sectors and going through it over time, each like a couple times a week, you will legit have a better grip on the market than most people. And you'll probably feel good about it too. You'll be like, damn, I actually kind of understood why that went up. Or damn, I kind of understood why that was weak and dropped out of support. Oh, that makes more sense now. It'll instantly click. And you'll probably have a really, really good grip on direction for SPY without even looking at it as much. So, yeah, no, 100% go through those. And I would say out of those tickers, the top 3 weights, Eli Lilly is definitely like the big boy right now. So it's also about like priority. Like, yeah, J&J and AbbVie are also big weights, but this is the big boy. So you definitely got to pay attention to this one too, more than the others. Like for tech right now, that would be Nvidia, where we care way more about Nvidia than we do Apple and Microsoft right now. And to be honest with you, we care way more about Nvidia and Apple than we do Microsoft right now. Legit, I'm barely learning about how the sectors work, so I'm glad you go over them often. Yeah, it's addicting to talk about. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't do it. I might sound like I'm up here to do it to help you guys, but genuinely, I'm doing it because this is genuinely a part of what I like to look at. If I'm not looking at sectors, I don't know what to do. I'm lost. And that's how it should be. I shouldn't be able to get lucky. And if I am getting lucky, I want to do it on purpose. Oh, you're so lucky, Bueller, you caught that 5% move on McDonald's. No, I'm not. I was planning for it to go up for weeks. I just got lucky that it moved, sure, but I was able to grab that luck. I don't want to get accidentally lucky. I don't know why I'm entering this. Oh, thank God it went up. That kind of talk. Oh, thank, dude. Oh, feels so good it went up. You want to be sure of yourself. Gonna talk to some IWM 262 calls out if we lose 260. Bet, Adam. I hear you. And yeah, Alice, if you have time, go through the sectors channel. If you already have been, then we'll just go over it more, okay? But seriously, take that serious though, like an evolving story over time. Just going through them, even if it's not every single sector. Like you see me, I'm only looking at like 6 of them, and then sometimes I'll check energy and stuff like that because we're aware that it's just been rallying. SPY is falling out of support still, by the way. We're under PML, we're under today's open, we're under PDL. And I don't know if I'm crazy, but this is the PDCP, right? Does anybody have their PDCP drawn? Is that what this is? Why does Bueller have that drawn? Nvidia dumping, good call, Mike, too. I was looking at that this morning because AMD was pumping from whatever the fuck they did. I think it was earnings or something. I honestly don't remember. Nvidia earnings tomorrow, and they're probably going against the grain because of what AMD did this morning. When you see AMD go up, sometimes you'll see Nvidia go down. It's just the competition of things. Not every time they do that. I'm just saying sometimes you see that effect, especially when it's like a news-based catalyst. I'll go over the channel later when I get on my PC later. Bet, dude. I think if you haven't gone through it before, I think you're gonna thoroughly enjoy the sectors channel. I honestly take a lot of pride in those posts. I've been doing videos on them. I've been doing posts on them, explaining the thought process behind it. I've been doing a lot more videos on it lately because the updates have been a lot more like thorough, and I can't type all that shit. So, yeah. But the videos are never long. I'm trying to keep them all under like 8-9 minutes. I don't want them to get even near 10. But basically, what we do, just to kind of give you a rundown, so you can also, because that's the whole point of those videos. I want you guys to do it on your own as well. I don't want you to have to be like, oh fuck, Bueller didn't post it today. I guess I'll just struggle today. No, I want you to also know how to do it so you can do it yourself. So if I don't post it that day, maybe I'm waiting, like in this instance, I'm waiting for Thursday to post another update. What if someone's in here trying to trade something right here, right now? Do they need to wait on me, or do they want to learn it themselves and be able to act on that right then and there? So that's why I do that. It's not. It is to be helpful, but it's mainly me. It's mainly for me. But if someone wants to learn it, do it on their own. What we basically do is just you get context on SPY. Where is it at? What has it done? And then you go back through these and you do the same exact thing. And you'll see the template of the candlesticks, the placement, the positioning, the movement they have. It's all the fucking same. The levels are different, the numbers are different, but the movement, the things they're doing, it all lines up every single time. If you have a good, like I said, if you have a good grip on sectors, you have a really good grip on SPY. and Triple Q, and probably IWM to some extent. You know, you probably will not have the best information for IWM specifically. Look at Kevo in the trade floor. He's calling for PDL to hold. Look at that green candle that just appeared. Good shit, Kevo. And that's confidence right there, like on the trade floor right now. Everybody go look real quick. That's confidence. That's not him getting lucky. That's confidence. He sees price action. He sees smaller candlesticks on the 1 minute. I'm not on the 1 minute, so y'all are probably like, "What the fuck, Bueller?" I mean, I'm trying to talk about a bunch at once, but he sees this. We were literally just talking about this right before market opened. We were talking about how the candles get smaller into support, how they get smaller into resistance, how you get wicks everywhere. That's part of price action. And Kevo sees that. He sees the small candles going into the previous day low. What did he type in chat? He said, "Let's see if PDL holds." That was on this candle. That was before all this just appeared. That's not luck. Great fucking post, Kevo. Great post, Adam. IWM breaking pre-market high. Good shit, dude. CRM is ripping. Good update. Don't they have earnings this week, Maddie? Or am I thinking of last week? I remember seeing their logo on the earnings report thing. The harder you work, the luckier you get. I mean, honestly, it's kind of true in a sense. And you're not ever looking for that luck. Like, you're not like, "Oh my God, dude, I'm going to get 10% today. I'm going to get a 10% move on SPY." Like, what? You don't plan the luck. You just plan for the normal shit you do. And if sometimes it does a bigger day than normal, awesome. If you just get a normal average day, awesome. It's not, don't treat them differently. This is a fucking crazy bounce, by the way. Where are we in terms of, see, this is why I just turned this shit off. Here, I'll mark pre-market high for you guys. All right, so I don't know if this concept makes sense to all of you yet, but I really hope it's starting to. But you know how we have like the PDCP right here? And then I just marked pre-market high. Do you guys ever look at two levels like this and think of it as a barrier? Because you should. Do you guys do that too, though? I'm kind of curious if I'm just the only one who's crazy and thinks about it like that. I can't be the only one. Tomorrow they do? Okay, I thought I was tripping, but I'm glad you said that because I was like, man, I remember seeing the blue cloud logo. Tomorrow they do. So wait, Salesforce and NVIDIA have earnings the same day? That's kind of a big deal. W's chat had to lock in that 680.50. Yeah, bro, I was just glazing you in here. I was just saying great post, and we were going over why you liked it. And I showed him this is confidence, not luck. He saw the small body candles going into support, and I scrolled up and I was like, look, he said, this, let's see if PDL holds. That's literally this candle. Really, really, really good post out there, bro. Seriously. Kevo showing you don't need to trade every damn day. I love that, dude. Done for the day, scaled, and just waiting. Fuck yes, dude. I love reading messages like that. Done for the day. It's fucking 8:42. Good stuff, dude. Seriously. I love the confidence. And some people are going to look at it like, damn, he got lucky at pump. Like, sure, yeah, he did. But he was actually there grabbing it. He didn't plan the luck. He was just there. That's really, really good. That's what I was literally just talking about too. Right before the fucking stream or the market opened. Like, people always are like, I want to get lucky. I want to get lucky on this. It's like, dude, you don't plan for luck. You work your ass off over time. And then you get it. It's not, you get the luck. You don't plan it out. You don't grab it. You don't want for it. You don't seek it. What did Kevo look for? He saw a nice hammer, saw a bunch of small body candles go into what? Previous day low. So he didn't just trade on just candlestick. He didn't just trade on the level. He used both. Then it did really well. It's not his fault it pumped so damn well. But good shit, Kevo. I'm happy for you, man. Seriously. I love the confidence. I love the leadership of the trade floor. And I love that like all the leaders in my chat aren't like spamming chat. They show up, they trade, they do their thing, they explain some shit, they're done. You know, they really are showing you, hey, you don't need to be here, 60 hours a week. It's fucking crazy. Good shit though, dude. I'm seriously proud of you. $24,948, that 4-hour GP to upside. Are we close to that then? Or you're saying we're hitting that? Waited for CDO retest, but nice stack or sack, Kevo. That's a crazy message. CDO retake, more like. Yeah, really good CDO retake. Hold a PDL into that. It's kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie, this is actually a super fucking clean chart. I wish I wasn't sitting here explaining things when all that was happening, but it's whatever. Holy shit, that is clean. I'm like the reaction streamer today. With that AMD news, I think it's time for ARM to shine. Dude, Rob knows ball. Rob knows motherfucking ball. Like Oust. This isn't like sector related, maybe. I mean, maybe it is a little. But like you see what Rob just said in Twitch with that AMD news, I think it's time for ARM to shine. It's because he knows the relationship between those two. Like he's seen how they act with each other over time. That's just another example of like like watching the evolving of something, like tracking it over time, kind of telling the story of it over and over and over again. Really piecing it together. Yeah, Keva, this thing is not stopped yet. This fucker is still going, dude. Your post could not have been more better. Like, you literally are from the future on that hammer post. That was very, very, very insane post. You literally might have just posted low of day for all we know. I mean, it could reject here, come down and make new low of day, but like the fact it already did that is kind of nuts. Like, y'all realize this is a $4 move, right? This is in the course of 9 minutes, 10 minutes if you count this candle. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, $4. On an options contract, that is ridiculous. You could have bought like a really fucked up out of the money and it still would have done pretty well on this probably. That is insane. Honestly, Kevo, all props to you. I can't even take any credit from that or be like, guys, I told y'all direction comes from here. Great fucking job, dude. I do need to go post an update though. So just posting the reality, guys. I'll read it out. Spy from the area mentioned pumping into known targets above. Now to see if we can handle more highs or slow down here, because this is a very let's go bump our head into this type area. So it could bump its head, slow down, hold this, get back above it, pump. It could literally just go over it right now. I'm just trying to point out other routes that aren't as obvious, of course. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just pointing out other routes. Not saying that's happening. You too, bro. Nah, we are a team. Your stream is a great guide and good to have direction. Thank you, man. And I appreciate you, dude. Seriously. Because I hope these posts help in my channel, even for people like Kevo. I don't want to go in there and be like, guys, you have to be bullish today. I want to go in there and just show you, hey, this is the area to be bullish or bearish from. I want you guys to go act on that. Kevo, seeing you do that, like that is all you. Even if I said be bullish from here, I can't even like do any of that. I can't take credit from anything you did there. You did really, really good on that. I don't like to take credit from you guys because you are the guys clicking on shit. You are the guys charting it. You are the one having to sit there and stress through the trade. or not stretch to the trade, depending on who we're talking about. And Adam right now, let's go to the IWM chart. We just rooted on Kev. Let's go root on Adam. Adam has been looking for this in the Discord. He was looking for this over, what'd you say? PDC or some shit? Would you buy this over? Or CDO retake, maybe? I honestly don't know what you entered on now. I know you were long on IWM. That's all I know, which is important. Good shit, though. Adam just got out, actually. Damn, guys. Everybody's on fucking fire today. Kevo's on fire. Adam's on fire. Maddie and Carter are over here, like, doing the Matrix talk about mini NASDAQ right now. You took the same trade Kevo did? Dude, you're a fucking beast. But on IWM. Very, very cool. And then look at Sandollar in the trade floor. I'm overloaded with tax work. Trading can be immensely exhausting, more mentally exhausting than normal. What a goat. I'm like rooting you guys on today. I'm the damn cheerleader today. I posted pics. Scroll up. Oh, you did. Oh, I see it, Adam, right here. Oh, you did do this right here. You're an absolute nerd. You got this right here. And then you said, IWM breaking pre-market high. Then you posted that. I'm still in F. Yeah, I want previous day open. I'm like reading your messages now to catch up on the context. Where the hell is previous day? Way F up here. Okay. Yeah, I'd honestly be happy with this in general. I have a pretty good level right here. I just recharted this the other day. It's from the I believe this is from Letterbook or Oust or someone, but somebody posted IWM inside bar or outside bar, and ever since then I've had the exact same levels, and I've not changed it since. And it is still here. It is still smack dab inside of that candle. We have yet to leave. I mean, yet to close. We did leave it once, I guess. This is definitely like a Letterbuck or Oust chart. I don't know who I took that from. I could probably find it in post charts, actually. I want to give credit to whoever that was. Yeah, it was Letterbuck. I knew it. If it's an inside bar or outside bar, 9 times out of 10, it's this guy. As I say that, his latest post in the post charts channel is still waiting. The cues are an outside bar play out. Also watching the 4-hour SPY inside bar. Did I not just say if it's an inside bar, outside bar, it's probably this man? This is insane. 29 or 24,948 hit. Was that was y'all's target for upside? Carter and Maddie. Yeah, damn, dude, good shit. Then I'm picturing it in my head, like the pump from the low into the midterm resistance. You know what I mean? And then we have like higher levels up. So I can kind of picture what y'all are doing from the template of all this, but it's definitely nice seeing y'all say that. Damn, nice then. You guys are fucking killing it. Well, damn, dude, I'm just cheerleader Bueller today. I don't mind. All right, let's see if I was right. Let's see if this slow. I mean, I guess I already am right. It did slow down, but will it just pump over this? It doesn't have to necessarily fall out of the bottom. So let's see. This is like the next key area. It's exactly like this area, like how we were like it can pump or dump from here. Same thing from here. All these little barriers are really, really helpful right now. And it's funny because a lot of them are just drawdown fibs or 50% of something. It's like not rocket science at all. The levels are definitely not hard. I would say trading them and like seeing the in between is definitely a challenge. But once you start to kind of picture what it should do and what I really like about like Kevo's post is it lines up with exactly what I was talking about right before stream. Is like the decreasing size of the candles going into support or going into resistance. Like you see how like it's like big, 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 and then it like gets small right here. And it's like kind of a big one there, and then it's like oh wait, whoops, kind of like a big one there, and it's like small, 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 small. Like it's not random. It's going into support. That makes sense. It's going into resistance. That makes sense. Do y'all understand that though? Like the size of the candles and shit. This is like a really old topic. I think we have information from JBake and Leland on this on the Volume channel. Ah, thank you, Carter. Yeah, see, like you have see how you have the template of like the drop, rise, higher, low, rise. I have that template in my head for like all these charts, so I can kind of pick up on what y'all are saying when y'all are saying that stuff. But the numbers you're saying definitely help me because it's like I don't know that. But y'all saying the higher low into the 50%, like I can picture that like so easily, like the template of it. But getting like the numbers and seeing your chart is definitely fucking helpful to kind of see exactly what you specifically are doing. Very, very fucking nice though, Carter. You look a lot more like comfortable and at home, or it feels that way at least. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't want to overhype you, but I'm just saying. I feel like you're like hella more confident and hella more comfortable. All right, remember guys, if it pulls back from here, you're kind of looking at like this area here where this hammer is. And then there's nothing else besides that to here. But these are like intermediate levels. I don't know if I'd throw these on and be like, yeah, leave that on for a week. No, it's literally just for today. Because we saw this rise. It's the recent left. I traded overnight, so I said I'm gonna just plan and mental this AM. Ooh, okay. So just getting more reps. I like that. Despite being done. Dude, good shit, Carter. I'm not gonna lie, you and Maddie's messages are kind of mixing to me now. Which is good. That's good. Because Maddie's another person that I think of when I think of someone who has like a comfortable state of mind. They know what they're looking for. They're not gonna let some bullshit get to them. And maybe sometimes they do, but that happens to all of us, you know? All of us are gonna slip up once. Or twice. I backtested overnight and executed this morning. Fucking legend. You know, I'm changing the pinned message. It was for my YouTube sign up, but now we're making Maddie's message the pinned message. Venture Fit, thank you so much for the retest knowledge plus video. It helped me out so much. Dude, thank you. Thank you for even bothering to click on it. And yeah, use it all for yourself, man. Hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you. New York Open and the 15-minute outside bar 50% lineup. That is disgusting. I also like that you understand the different time zone opens now, Carter, because that's literally all the phases of the day is. It's essentially all that is. But I didn't know that until I met Ace. I didn't know that's what that lined up with. I actually thought I was cooking with fire. And then he told me, "No, dude, you're just looking at the New York Open and the London Open and all this other shit." I was like, "Oh." So, you probably already have a good mindset on that stuff too now because you've already heard of the phases of the day, but that's essentially all that is. Those opens, those closes of different markets and exchanges are very important for the momentum of the day. It's not random that we slow down in between them. It's very common. Which I didn't really think about that with Maddie, but Maddie's probably got a really good grip on that too. They are retesting under that purple line. Could see a pullback here into 681.90 maybe. Though it would be literal poetry to see them break and then retake this and then make a new high in the next like 40 minutes. I'll move the chart over a little bit because it does look like they're trying to pull back. If you go through our sectors, which I haven't done much today, you can see tech is pulling back to that 139. Banks are rejecting. Discretionary is cooling off and pulling back. Same with comms. So everything kind of pumped and is pulling back right now. Staples are an outlier, of course. They look like they're getting some action with some of this cooling off price action. Healthcare also recovered, despite that dip they had this morning. It looks like some of these sectors are cooling off a little bit from that initial pump this morning. See if that continues. If this makes it all the way to 139, I'll be impressed. But that will 100% bring SPY down if that's the case. I can't even click SPY. That will 100% bring this down if you see that XLK chart still drop. So keep your eye on that. It's about 120 right now. If you see it pump over 120, should be fine for SPY to go up again. If you see any of these other ones start to pick up as a whole, because I do see comms and discretionary are actually still green, despite their little slowdown. Healthcare could be helping with staples right now a little bit too, which I don't get to say that often. Here recently, we've been saying it a lot because healthcare and staples have been absolutely flying. But they don't weigh enough to stunt a big market pullback. If healthcare and staples went up, it wouldn't stop a pullback on tech, discretionary, and comms if they were all working together, especially if banks were there to be the fourth. Because banks aren't an outlier to me, but I don't count them in the three sector folder with K, Y, and C. Because K leads, YC follow. Sometimes YC lead, K follow. But F can do whatever the F it wants. Same with V. Healthcare can do whatever the F it wants. It doesn't need to go with or against the market. And it's very rare that they are hurting. And look at that, guys. We're under 120. We're under 1 on tech. And look, it started pulling back more. I told you, man. Just keep your eye on that XLK. Nothing's pumping enough to stop XLK. Actually, healthcare is pulling back more now. Sometimes just like tracking this, seeing, okay, about 120, it looks like you can start to pull back more. Seeing it under, we're at 0.87 now. Look at that fat ass red candle on SPY. Now, will it break 681.90? Like we said, if breaking this, it's very high probability we get down to this area. Can we continue under 681.90 to 680.30, or are we going to get a higher low bounce here now that we've gotten back to the current day open? Current day open is a very important, decisive level. Actually, the two most important levels on our screen today are this one and this one. Does anybody want to tell me why? I would love to see a BB trader tell me why these two levels in particular are the most important on the screen today. Yeah, Maddie, I'm not going to lie to you. We're probably going to be stuck in TXN today. It's not going to do a lot with AMD and NVIDIA doing what they're doing. We're going to have to, honestly, get a little lucky on that swing. I hate to say that one. But does anybody in the stream and Discord or YouTube want to tell me why these two levels are highlighted with ovals? Why are these two levels in particular the most important? Oh, my bad, Keva. You guys are fucking typing in here. Yeah, in my mind, I'm thinking, let's test PDL and look for a reversal. Morningstar-ish, the second candle in the 1 minute sold for me. Oh, sold it for you. Okay, so you were already like, if it holds this, it should bounce. But I need to get something else. And you got that something else. It gave you that extra confidence. That's what we like to see. The second thing. Kevo literally teaching the second thing. I forgot the question. Oh, I was just asking people, why are these two levels in particular the most important? And I ask this pretty much every stream because I want you guys to get this in y'all's head that these are the most decisive levels every day, no matter what chart you're looking at. Futures, commodities. You could be trading motherfucking corn futures, and these levels will be helpful. Bitcoin, crypto, it doesn't matter. If there's a chart, these levels are there. Why are these two levels the most important? Why are these decisive? Why do we like to look at these? What are these called? And welcome anybody who's in the Discord stream. I'm not checking it as much, but welcome everybody who's in here. Because Bueller said so. That's a good answer. No. Garden got it, though. Welcome, by the way, Garden. Garden said PDCP and CDO. That's current day open, and the white line up top is PDCP, the 50% of previous day. PDCP stands for previous day control point. It's just a fancy way of saying the halfway point. But these are your most decisive directional levels every day. If we're above both of them, we're probably going up higher. If we're below both of them, we're probably going down lower. If we're in between them, guess what? We're going to have days like this where we're bouncing between them. but they're going to be used very heavily. But I want you guys to know that every single day, these are the most directional levels. I think my last 8 videos is just me covering just that on my YouTube channel. It's literally just CDO PDCP, CDO PDCP, CDO PDCP. That's all it is. And honestly, we say PDCP because it's just so much quicker than saying previous day halfway point, previous day control. It's just so much more. But yeah. And yeah, it is, Kevo, 100%. People could just abuse the pre-markets today. It's kind of crazy. Which I know I haven't been 100% focused on just that, but you definitely could still be abusing it. Because it is honestly insane how pre-market levels are still so dedicated. Like they're all like magnets, all these levels, like the previous day high, previous day low. And when you use them together, it's like it's even better. Like if you have like this, for instance, like this combination of levels, this combination of levels, like it's nice to see it that way. Because I think it's really kind of just when you're I'm gonna be bullish above this, I'm gonna be bearish below this. Like doing it with one level is all right, but it's just like now you need candlesticks to go with it. So I think it just also makes it like, and I like what you said. You worded it perfectly. Looking for the support, and then you said candle on the 1 minute sold it for me. That's what everyone needs to be looking for. Finding that initial thing, and then when that second thing kind of justifies that first, you're like, oh my god, like that should be the thing that throws you in. That should give you confidence to either get in or to understand. Oh, this looks like shit. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Like your instant decision is right there. So that was really big key. I like that because that's honestly just logical confidence. By the way, TSM just cracked $2 trillion in market cap. Whoops. Rob Kramer with the stats. I can read this on stream, Maddie? Or this is just for me? Oh my god, is this the shit I was talking about? But somebody smart actually put something together? I have been waiting for something like this. I honestly love reading people who actually know what they're talking about talk about the AI shit. Because you'll hear the people who know what they're talking about, they'll talk so much shit on it. The people who don't know what they're talking about will like euphoric everything. Oh my god, it's the greatest thing we could ever have. So it's really weird. Oh man. Oh, good to see you, Seth. I just saw your name in here. Good to see you, bro. A genuine OG. Oh. I didn't watch any football this year, Seth. Or baseball or basketball. I didn't watch any sports this year. Love you too, man. I fucking as soon as I saw your name, I kind of like smiled a little bit. I was like, yes. I don't know why, but you always remind me of like this is gonna come off really weird, like I'm like attracted to Seth or something, but I swear this is not. I'm not meaning it like this. But Seth literally reminds me of like a professional like model agent kind of guy. Like he looks like he could be like like a model and then be like an assassin on his free time. Like he looks like a secret 007 agent. I know not everyone here has seen Seth, but like maybe some of them have. But I mean, you literally do look like a model who could like be 007 in the same second. It's weird. It's a huge flex. I try to be a Matt Damon. Yeah, yes, that's what I'm talking. Yes, yeah, like a little Jason Bourne. I hope you're doing good, by the way, Seth. That's really good seeing your name. Literally, little Jason Bourne. I fucking love those Jason Bourne memes where they're like brain rot. It's like Jesus Bourne. It's Jason Christ. Damn, Maddie's a real one, bro. Some people send you like stupid messages. Maddie sends me shit to read. The consequences of abundant intelligence. This ought to be good. Traders have grown numb. 6 months ago, a print like this would have triggered a circuit breaker. Bro, facts. How did we just see Google and IBM fall off the face of the earth all in like a 2-month span and nobody said shit? Lost my dude, that is so fucking sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. My grandma was just in the ER and she just got out. Lost my grandmother 2 days ago, but otherwise hanging in there, taking my mind off it with some trading. Dude, I'm sorry to hear that, seriously. And yeah, I'm glad you're here, dude. Let's get your mind off some shit. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, Seth, seriously. Thanks for sharing that, too. Because you didn't have to, but I appreciate that. It is nice to know what's going on with everybody. For the good and the bad. And holy crap, they did just straight up pump that. I won't lie, when you guys track this, I know some people get lost. They're like, well, how do you know it's not going to keep falling or not through this? Because you don't know that. You know, you don't know that until it like comes back up and shows you, hey, this is like, you don't know this isn't going down more until about right here. By the way. So if you're someone who's like shorting and you're like, well, I had runners, like, what do I do with those? You really got to understand the fib in between this. So let's go over that. So it fell from here to here, right? And then we're using this as like a short-term indicator to be like, all right, is it going more or not, right? We all understand that. So from the move that broke this to this, draw a fib. So from the high of this, because this is the candle that kind of went above, and then it fell down, draw that. This is where the higher low is determined. If it gets above this, it is holding. If it stays below this, it's probably going back to 681.90. It's as easy as just drawing a midpoint of something, right? A lot of people do it like this, though. I mean, not a lot of people. No one draws shit like this, to be honest with you. But they'll draw it where they go from the zone. They'll go from like the area that it broke. And they'll focus on this. And that's nice because you do get a better hold there, as you can see. But I'll show you something. So from the high of the move to the low of the move. You can even go to the level if you want, but I just think the actual price action is more important. Whoops. What people are missing is like, yeah, sure, that fib holds this perfectly and it tricks you. But with this fib, it shows you, no, this is a liquidity grab. It's breaking and holding. So as soon as you see this retake this level again after breaking it, you should be in the 100% mindset that it is going up. You know for a fact it's going up. So fuck runners, you know, getting out of your trade and then seeing this is just an instant, okay, it is trying to go up again. Even if it does reject right here and come back down, who cares? In this moment, we don't know that. But in this moment, we do know, okay, it's not going down more, despite it pulling back like this. So whenever you see like the lower high down to like the low of the move, draw that fib. Because if it's above that 50%, it's trying to go back up. If it's below it, it's trying to go back down. And that's just us laying out probabilities for ourselves. That isn't anything else. We don't know the future, but we can lay out probabilities in front of us. And that's why I like that BB theory playlist so much, because that's all it's about. Oh, you're above this? Guess what? You should at least go to this. Like, these are the things we talk about in that playlist because it makes sense to see that. It's just a logical route for the price to take once it's taken a level of context. We know that this level is important. Oh, it's taken it? Okay, what's the next level it should go to then? If this, then that. If that, then this. It all comes back to being conditional again. Let her buck around. I hear mortgage rates hit 2022 lows. I won't lie. I heard from my mom that it's a buyer's market. I saw all those charts where all the charts are like at lows right now. You want a long for high of day? I don't know. Oh, Manny, did you hear what I asked you? Can this be read on stream, or is this literally just for me? I didn't know if you caught that or not, or if you did answer, I just didn't see it. Yep, the difference between buyer and seller is growing rapidly. That's what she was telling. That's what she was telling me. She was just telling me, shut up, it's a buyer's market now. Okay, bet. Well, I appreciate you for sending me this. I was saying people always send me stupid shit, and then Maddie's sending me this. Maddie's the friend that will send you good things. Oh, you're right. This is a lot. Low key, though, this looks like a really fire article. I might read it on stream later. I'm not going to lie. I'll probably like end the YouTube stream around lunch, and then we'll go to Discord. I'll probably just read it in there. But that looks like a fire article. I read the first part. I was saying it's kind of nice to read these things because, like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, I might have the intuition of, like, I feel like AI is shit because it's all fake, and most of it's fake. But it's kind of nice to read things like this where it's someone who knows or probably knows a lot more than I do. So, yeah. I do appreciate this. Did you see under the part where it says consequences of abundant intelligence, they cross out the date February 2nd, 2026 and include the date June 30th, 2028? Is there a reason for that? Stopped out for 20 points. I'll keep my 30 and call it a day. Dude, good shit. And honestly, I'm proud of you for even trying again because you definitely could have just sat there and been like, I'm done for the day, but fuck it. You tried your risk. But yeah, now you don't got to do anything. You can just chill. No need to overdo it. Plus, I think I was spot on with what I said earlier. Now that we've gone and held this and gone up and smacked this, it honestly does feel like a lot more consolidation between here and here is needed. That's the whole thing. It's written from a. Oh, okay. That makes more sense then. You just made that first paragraph make so much more sense. Holy, talking about that drop. I forget I'm on the 1 minute. I'm like, damn, these 5-minute candles are killing it today. All right, and look, guys. Remember earlier we were like, I was waiting to see it hit 120 again. Do you remember earlier we were like, it's at 120. If it falls more, it could help pull SPY down, and then it did. It's back at 120 again, and it looks like they have a little bit of a higher low going here, above current day open. Where's PDCP on tech? Oh, we're way above it. Damn, CDO and PDCP line up on almost the same level today on tech. I didn't realize that. I don't draw my PDCPs enough on my sectors, but they would probably help me a lot on the tech chart. So this is by itself the most important area of the day for tech. So it makes sense that it was leaving it, bouncing to it, bouncing above it, magneting back towards it, because it's the most important area. This is where the best trades are taken from this area, whether it's away from it, up, to it. But that's a pretty damn important area. And then we have the drawdown here. Oops. God, that is so many levels. If you really wanted to go anal with it, that's what you could do. It's a lot of work, though. Actually, we could just cheat. We could take the lower high open. I was doing this for the high of day supply, but we could just cheat and grab that one. So now it's like this. That's fun to draw too. I love drawing the high of day supply or previous day low demand. It adds like barriers to the chart. Instead of just drawing previous day high or previous day low, you could actually have like an area around it. You know what I mean? Kind of cool. Let's see what those other sectors are doing. Banks at their low look like they're bouncing a little bit. Discretionary still just hanging out, which is honestly impressive considering that tech pulled back. Comms, see, this is what discretionary probably should have done, but they didn't. So that means discretionary is stronger than we thought. Healthcare, they're just kind of there. Staples finally cooling off again. I'm impressed they held 88 that well, though. But on the daily and smaller time frames, this is the most important level for direction on Staples. So if you're someone who's watching Staples right now, you're at a very crucial part of your chart right now. That's basically just let me remove these stupid lines. It's basically just the drawdown from here to here. And this is the 50%. So we're looking to see if it's a lower high retest. If they get over it, then we know that they're still a little bit more bullish than bearish, which could be a bad sign for tech. technically. Just showing tech's indecisive, could be even bearish. I say it's more indecisive than anything because you have NVIDIA earnings tomorrow, and you can see just all these really sloppy looking candles. I mean, it just looks tired. So I guess that does line up then. I really am interested on the NVIDIA earnings though. Like, does that fuck the market up, or are we about to be good? Like, what's up? Oh, I was gonna see if anybody noticed that, Maddie. You got a good eye. That's the one time I've taken that off was today, because I wanted to see what it looked like without it. But it's just basically old YouTube chat now. But yeah, the leaderboard is not there. I honestly thought nobody was gonna even notice that. Nothing gets by Maddie, clearly. I need this move on bull, bro. I hear you on that one. I felt that analysis. Honestly, I'm forgetting about this until one of you ping me and it's like, yo, Bueller, did you see bull? Like, that's what I'm waiting for, to be honest with you. I'm ignoring that chart until someone pings me. Yo, did you see bull today, Bueller? Yo, Bueller, what was your average on bull again? Like, that's the ping I'm waiting for. Seeing your ping kind of threw me off, I'm not gonna lie. I'm telling you, man, that's a dead in the water play that's just gonna randomly revive itself. That's why I'm just not paying attention. I actually feel it on that. That's like that was like Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab was dead in the motherfucking water because of the SPAC shit, right? And it was a SPAC, but it was one of like the 3 SPACs that were actually worth the fuck out of like the hundreds that released on the market. Did really well. Now it's up a bunch, you know? So I feel that to my core on the bull chart. That could be complete cope. I could be talking completely out of my ass right now. But that's what it feels. It literally feels like Rocket Lab to me. It feels like a dead in the pan trade that's just going to randomly revive itself. Randomly one day. We're going to wake up a month from now and it'll be pop a year from now. Who knows? That's why I'm like, I'm not buying more. I'm just sitting on what I have. Because it's already on ridiculous discount. So anybody could get in it as they want. But I would definitely say my focus is Netflix and PayPal now while we sit on bull. And we're not buying more UPS right now. We are sitting on that as well, which actually did that pull back. I didn't check. Not really. Okay. It's still just around there. I was curious because we saw the pump, and then I remember I saw this, and I was like, all right, I'm just going to chill now. And then Maddie has had a ridiculous amount of. I couldn't even begin to go over them because there's just so many now, but he's got a lot of really, really good stock picks that are just like tickers I've never heard of, but you've heard of the company, which I think is impressive. But he's just doing that little thing he showed us where he clicks on that link. I'll send the link again so you guys have it. Which I check this like probably every 3 days. I'll send it in Discord and YouTube. I'll send it on Trade Floor. But this link is crazy. Everybody save that right now. If you open it up, here we go. Click the add bullshit. It should be already organized for you. So basically, it's just showing all the S&P components up or down on the year. If you go all the way to the bottom, you could find all the value buys. But don't just start buying everything that's down. We're just looking for like really crazy good companies that are down here. He's gotten a ton off the bottom of this. I mean, I couldn't even begin to tell you. Damn, Salesforce is at 491, Maddie. Holy. I'm trying to find PayPal or Netflix right now. Netflix was like way effing down here. It must have gone up a little bit. Yeah, it's at 4. It's still at 450 though. It's still pretty far down here. Really, really cool website though. I hope you guys check that out. Maddie kind of put us on that day. I'll show you guys on stream real quick. You just click it, you go down to the bottom, and you can find like all kinds of crazy names down here. It's just a simple way of finding things that are down on the year. Because I think it's really easy to forget how much things are up or down on the year when you're on your charts because you're not looking at just this year. You're looking at everything. And here you go. Maddie said, Nike, Fiserv, Whirlpool, what I'm trying to stack more of right now. And thank you, dude, for even saying that, because you definitely didn't have to say that. But yeah, and I like Whirlpool too. I've seen you and Leland mention it, which is like 2 good check marks in my book. When are we buying coin calls, though? I've been wanting to buy coin calls for over a week. All in. But honestly, window shopping a bit too. I still see better prices ahead. Yeah, 100%. But seriously, thank you for that link, because I still think that's a super powerful resource, even though it's just some super basic shit. It's just looking at year-to-date performance, and there's other things on there too. That's just the one that I focus on from Maddie, but there are tons of other things on that link. That's just the one I like to focus on because it's actually a really cool, simple idea. Makes sense. It's basically what he just said: window shopping. The stupidest fuck, but man, from bigger to smaller. Time frames make man better. Those messages today are getting me. And wow, they actually did have the strength. We talked about them, since about right here, telling us that they should go up, but that doesn't always mean they have to go up and hit this, or they have to go up and hit this. That just means they have to go near it. So it's impressive to see the strength of this, and you can see too what number do we see still increasing, guys. My mouse is hovering over it right now. Oh wait, you might not be able to see my mouse on stream. But what number kept going up from 120? Who sees it? Who sees the number? XLK, exactly. Look at it now, 170. So doesn't it make sense that tech or that SPY would go up as well? And remember the other sectors. I know we didn't talk about it every single second of the stream, but remember what sector didn't really fall that hard. One of the main 3 that need to go up for our day to be very green. K, Y, or C. We got Y, and we got K. And nothing was hurting us. Look, banks weren't flooding the ground. Healthcare didn't fall through the floor. Comms didn't fall through the floor. They were just holding. They didn't dump. They were just holding. But we could see these were kind of pumping. So 2 of our heavier sectors pumping tells us what? SPY is probably going up. That sector information, man, don't sleep on it. Honestly, I hope everybody here uses it. I don't care if you're signed up. I don't care if you've ever given me a single dollar. I honestly hope every single one of you use that shit. Outside of the levels and all the other cool shit we already know, I would say the sectors is like the next biggest impactful thing. Send me a fee, Maddie, please and thanks. Fuck, I wanted to take that 3rd trade after I got stopped, but I resisted. Oh, yeah, I mean, you did technically call out the new high day coming, probably. And then Carter said it too. He said new high of day inbound. That was like 5 minutes ago. You just got to be comfortable, Maddie. You got to be comfortable. Do you think it was that second trade that messed with you getting into the 3rd? Or do you think you should have just stuck with the second trade? I don't know if you should have done that, because that was a nice pullback. This one. From here to here. That was enough to make people think, oh shit. That's why I'm trying to go over that, because I want you guys to know, like, basically from here, we know it's going up. Right? So it going up to this point and then it doing this, I could see why this would be like, oh shit, I need to get out of my trade. It already hit its target. I could see why people would think that right there. But I'm more just picking your brain. Do you think that second one messed with you? Not even criticizing your second trade. I think you should do whatever you want. But just curious, did the second one? Yeah, Kevo, you need to be stopped. Bro, we are cooking today. I mean, look how clean your chart is. Look how like all the big ass candles are in like the open free space, and then like all the small candles, all the retest wiki candles are like all around the levels and stuff today. Even that small move right here, I just realized from Kevo's chart, that's pre-market high. That's insane, dude. How many levels are lining up today? I know we say this all the time, but like, dude, these levels line up like crazy. We literally stumbled on gold. And then you add in the sector stuff, the candlestick knowledge, like how to actually read the candles, the smaller candle versus large candle stuff, the second thing confirmation. Like you add all that together, and like, I just don't know how someone can't be comfortable or at least somewhat confident. Which I think is like the greatest starting point. Like, even if you have like a kind of a mid strategy, it's like, dude, if you're confident, you're gonna find a way. You're gonna make it happen. I love that I didn't even pay for TradingView and we can still use it to our advantage. Wait, so you don't pay for that? You're literally just charting for free? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how TradingView works, so I don't know. Like, I remember paying for it back in the day, but I was also using the thing so I could set up the link to like post like bot messages. So I was paying for like a more premium version of it, but I didn't know you could just do free charts. Or I did know and I just am oblivious. Oh, that's right. Okay, now you're kind of refreshing my memory. That's right. You can only use the 2 indicators and 2 alerts. That's right. Because that's why I had to pay, because I wanted more than 2 alerts. Oh, okay, okay. That's still fucking cool, though. Kind of getting away scot-free on your charts. So you're not trading using TradingView then. What's your brokerage? I'm assuming Thinkorswim. Or Schwab. Webull and Robin? Okay, that's good. Yeah, I like Webull and Robinhood. They have become like the best like friendly user like things ever for like trading. Like they're aesthetically easy to look at, both of them. Robinhood probably more, but both easy to use, easy to click, easy to look at. Everything makes sense. Like I really like that about this too. Webull and Robinhood have done a really good thing for the stock market. Though I don't like Robinhood from its past, its future has done pretty well for them. The beginning of Robinhood was absolute terror. I remember I was telling people don't even get on Robinhood. I was like, go to Webull. I was like, don't even touch that shit. Nowadays, I don't mind because they're both fine. But in the beginning, man, Robinhood's clearinghouses were literally scams. Like the people who buy and sell your orders, that was actually a scam. And they wouldn't report it. So you'd get like a random thing in the mail. This happened to not just me, but to like tens of thousands of people across the United States. And they'd get this thing in the mail from the IRS. It's like, dude, you owe $40,000. It's like, what? No, the fuck I don't. And like you pay money to a lawyer, so you lose thousands of dollars to a lawyer, but you don't owe the IRS 40K. So people who had to deal with this still lost money. I lost $4,000, even though I beat them in the case. Isn't that crazy? That's America. Since then, though, Robinhood's been fine. They changed their clearinghouses. My bad, YouTube. No, it's fine. My entry was there for the second trade. I just wasn't planning to hold it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That drawdown was just a little bit too much. Could have widened the risk, and I'm trying to stay with with 2 a day. I was looking at 25 of 40, just tunnel vision debate. If I'd kept the target 6 points, risk would have been acceptable in my opinion. Okay. So because you were going for the high day, you should have had wider risk on your second trade. That makes sense logically. Oh, that makes sense. I respect you for not taking the third though. I think it's really easy to just get in. I think it's hard to tell yourself, hey, I don't need to. I need to reflect on what I just did, you know. I think that's a lot more mature. It's not as fun, of course, because you're not in your third trade making money, killing it. Hey guys, look how much money I made. But At least you're on the other end of things right now, and you're like, man, this is what I should have done, and you know you could have done differently and done better. But it's whatever, Maddie. You still did fine today. And you gave me a cool ass article to read later today. Dude, these streams are so much longer feeling on YouTube when I start early. Holy crap. I just realized it's only 9:30. I thought it was like 10:30. At least 10:30. I'm outside of calls. I'm going to go back to sleep. What the hell does that mean? I'm outside of calls. I feel like he's trying to say I'm outside, I'm in calls, I'm going to go back to sleep. Or it's cold outside, I'm going to go back to sleep. I can't tell. High of day was closer than 25 of 40, so my risk was tighter than 1-1. 25 of 40 was 120 points from entry, so. Oh. Like, since your target was farther, you could have actually been fine with that risk. Because if you hit your target, it would have way paid for the play. So your risk reward was really good. So you're saying you fucked up the risk reward? To be honest with you, though, when I was looking at this, like that's why I was explaining that, because I don't blame anybody for being like, oh shit. Because this is a little bit more than like your average, just like this, or like a single candle, or even like this, you know? This is like a whole, oh shit, we're back to the higher low. Like you're basically putting yourself in a trade where it's like it either holds this or breaks this. Kind of. No, I understand what you're saying. That makes sense. I understand all the risk reward shit. I just don't talk that way because it's like it's a little too mathematical for me. Like I feel like we're like trying to turn ourselves into robots when we talk like that. But I understand why people do that. It's to understand, oh, this trade had better risk, this one didn't. Even though they look the same, one of them probably does have way better risk reward. If I wanted the full trade, yeah, but if I was in the mindset I'm already up, just grab a few more, dip from others. Yeah, exactly. That's the mindset I'm in right there is like, well, hold up, your first trade was fine. You know, let's not fuck it up with the second one. But I can see why that would mess with you under risk reward for that. What's up, Kevo? My bad. I'm like clicking back and forth. Look at Kava. I got you. Oh, I have this charted already. Cool. Damn, good find. I actually like this a lot. So I see that drawdown, and then you see the recovery, another leg up, a really big drawdown, another leg up, higher low, and honestly, it feels like another leg up is coming. It just had earnings, too. Oh, wait, that's today. They have earnings today after hours. Fuck, dude. Why do we always find really good setups that have earnings? I think like 3 of you found some setups just like this that had earnings like a couple weeks ago. I fucking hate that. But damn, this chart does look good. It feels like it has to go up. Does it not? Like it already did this. It held it. It went up more. Like it feels like 80 is like inevitable. Like 76 at least. Damn, great fucking find. Let's add this to that One Piece list. So I don't forget to look at it again, because it's actually a nice chart. Oh my god. Ah, there we go. I don't want to forget about it, because you guys have been giving me some really, really good tickers lately. It's like a collective watch list at this point. Just something to refine. Yeah, I respect that. I know you'll get it, Maddie. You ain't no quitter. You've dealt with way worse and way harder, let's be honest. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, you know, you were dealing with way worse than that. With your ceiling. Not even trading related. Yeah, that's way worse than this. So you easily got this. I hate when I see videos like that because I can smell the sheetrock through the video. Or like the ceiling and the wood. I can literally smell it. Plumbing will give you PTSD, dude. Every time I hear running water and I'm not the one who caused it, it freaks me the fuck out. To this day. Guys, guys, go to results and review. Guys, go to results and review. Guys, go to results and review. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Y'all need to go to results and review right now. What am I even looking at? Yeah, that many number of emojis is actually acceptable. 127%? Bro, if you scroll up just like a little bit. Oh, wait, it's a little bit more than a little bit. Damn, there's a lot of posts in here now. What the hell? He's got another one from 217. 94% and then 97%. Dude, Letterbuck is on absolute fire. Enough said about that one. Holy. You guys are on absolute fire. I've absolutely just been a cheerleader today. I'm cheerleader Bueller today. I'm rooting on Maddie and Carter on a mini NASDAQ. I'm rooting on Kevo. I'm rooting on Letterbuck. Dude, what is this? You guys are fucking killing it. Why am I even... You guys don't even need this. Like, you guys are on fire. Good morning, team. What is up, AZ and... AZ... Is that Arizona Gringo? I'm on my genie shit to say, yeah, price actually go... Dude, y'all all are. You are all literally on fucking fire this morning. Good shit, Carter. Leading the way, too. I like how you're doing that, too, with, like, the... how do we word that? Like the preemptive thought process? And yeah, Letterbuck, good to see you, dude. You are a fucking monster. I like that, too, Letterbuck. I'm seeing, like, your trades are, like, super spaced out. Their sizes are a lot fucking huger. Like, it's not even a word, but, like, dude, you're on fire. Don't let the flame die out. You're an actual monster. Oh, Nardle Baby's in here. Good morning. Good morning, Nardle. I like seeing Nardle show up. Nardle's got great vibes. Good to see you. How are you doing? What is going on? I'm in my cheerleader phase today. I got my pom-poms. I got my BB sign. I'm just rooting on my traders today. You guys are absolutely crazy. That's them, man. I'm just here. I am just a witness. I am a witness to them killing it every day. It's funny too because Tobias is like European. He's in the Netherlands, so he goes into chat at like different times of the day. And he goes in there and he's like, "Man, my swing strat sucked today." And then he goes in chat and he sees everybody killing it. He's like, "Wow, you guys are fucking killing it." It's just funny. Yeah, the vibes are at an all-time high right now. Oh yeah, you'll have mortgage rate questions for Letterbuck. Throw them at him. I didn't catch Kevo's play, but I did like the retest of 68-36 level I had entered. I was going to ask you, Letterbuck, and feel free to just be real with me, man. I'm not trying to look for credit here. I'm not. I'm genuinely just curious. Are you even looking at the post I'm putting on SPX as like guidance or literally anything? Or are you 100% full sending your own chart? And maybe you're doing that anyway. But I'm curious because, like, I don't even know who looks at these posts. That's the point of view I'm asking from. He said, LOL, yes, rates drop. Trying to break into the 5% mortgage rates. SPX gains over 100%. You're a fucking monster. Yeah, I went to Trade Floor and I told everybody to go there. Or I mean to Results Interview. My jaw dropped. If you didn't hear me, go back in the stream. It was about your gains. My jaw dropping was about you. I'm also happy to see Maddie and Carter on absolute fire. Keva on fire as usual. Pretty much no change there. I can't even go on. There's just so many of you doing really good things right now. Me and JC are practicing shit tons of swings right now. He said, let's go. I need a 5.5 by next September, ideally. Maddie's a fucking real one, dude. He's over here like, the mortgage guy's here. Let's ask him stuff now. Carter. You didn't have to do that, bro. Thank you, though. Seriously. Thank you, Carter. Shout out Carter. Shout out Prop Street. Shout out all my Prop Streets. Nah, I gotta. Dude, I fucking love you, man. Yo, Bueller, so you are bullish on Netflix and PayPal? Yes, sir. I am dollar cost average buying shares here and there every other week. I was doing every week, but then they dropped more, and I was like, all right, well, I have a lot now. Let's just slow down the buying. So I'm doing every other week for now. I was bullish on UPS. We're not buying anymore. We're just sitting on that. And we are bullish on Bull, but we're not buying anymore. We're just sitting on what we have because we're down. Oh, you're doing option? I'm doing shares. I'm doing shares on those. I'll probably do some options plays on those eventually, though. If you hang around, I'll probably have a couple posts on those, but nothing right now. Just wondering because I already took a major loss on both. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that. I had options for both and cut my PayPal after earnings killed me. Yeah, that earnings drop was fucking insane. I don't blame you for getting out of that one. I had a 2028 leap as well, unfortunately, and 2027 for Netflix. Are you out of the Netflix one as well? I mean, I guess I can't blame you. They did both just drop continuously. That's a big reason, though. What you just said, it's a big reason why I'm doing like shares small over time because like they're not really option plays yet. And I don't know what is with people in the general belief of buying things with options for leaps when they could just do the same thing with shares and it not be as risky. And I'm not judging you. I've done what you just did 100 times. So I'm not criticizing you. I watch all your videos and charts, actually take your sector levels and copy them. You're a fucking legend. Always boss my 6836 levels from 2 days. Yes, dude, that same level is still there. I don't know if you saw it, Letter, but I'll come back to Manny. Letter, but I don't know if you saw it earlier in stream, but I was like, yeah, I got these IWM levels from someone. I couldn't figure out who it was, and then I found it was you. But your IWM levels are still absolutely cracked. These are yours. Well, most of yours. I just did the outside bar. And then we're still stuck inside of it. And then the outside ones are like emerging candles or like a supply or something. My bad, Manny. Let me get back to you here. I had to glaze Letter though. I love Letter. Because I still like them. Oh, and I took loss on them, but gotcha. I'll probably buy some shares Loki because I still like them. Yeah, and that's kind of what you should do with those plays. It's not really like, oh, let me get an options play. Like, dude, that thing could consolidate for a year, and then your options play is shit. It's not that your options idea was bad. It's just it's gonna consolidate. And if it doesn't, then we're lucky. You and me are lucky if it doesn't consolidate for a longer period of time. That is our luck if it doesn't consolidate forever. My PayPal is minus 75 or some BS, and that's minus 30. So expensive, just like for me. And my buy power now I'm 18 and kind of new to trading. Yeah, I definitely would not do that again. I can't tell you what to do, Manny, but leaps are not a good idea. Your idea of it bouncing over a long period of time is right. Your idea of catching an option trade on it with it deteriorating very quickly, probably with it dropping as well, not just because of time, is not really great. And I know you know what I'm talking about because you just firsthand experienced it. But yeah, shares for long term better. And remember this. I don't know if anyone's ever told you this. I'm not a financial advisor, so take it with a grain. But You shouldn't be focused on options. Your steak dinner is like your shares, owning equity, owning things over a long time, collecting things over time, right? Your salad of that meal is your options, right? So your options trading should not be 85% of what you're doing. It could be 10, 15%, maybe even smaller than that, right? But definitely focus on owning things first. I would even take the route of learning about compound interest if I was you, learning about the snowball effect of how your money can collect super quickly over time. It's the boring route, so that's why people don't take it. They want that rush of, oh, but options move. That's great. I mean, we all trade options here. We know. All right, I got a lot of messages to catch up. I'm honestly impressed. Letter even said that shit. It was very cool of him. The double IB on IW levels be leveling. Love to see it. I hope everyone is studying and going through the Candlestick Bible. Dude, it really is a Bible at this point. The Candlestick PDF is my Bible at this point. It's just like, it's just so nice. Shout out to Leland for making that. Without Leland's Bible, we would be lost. Thanks for stream. Might be back later. Headed out for a haircut. See you, gang. See you later, Buck. Love you, man. I bought our membership back to bribe you into Marvels. Hey, you know what? I'm not downloading it yet, but I will add it to my account because it is free. Marvel Rivals, add to favorites. All right, it's there. This game is 97 gigabytes. What the fuck? Now the trick is getting me to download it. I guess I could download it this weekend, Carter. What do you play on? Are you on Steam or what are you on? Oh, my bad, guys. Y'all are probably not wanting to stare at IWM the whole damn time. Keep an eye on tech right now, guys. They're the one that we're kind of watching to see if we'd go up higher or not, and they did a really good job of telling us that. But now they're just sitting above the recent high with consolidation, so kind of keep your eye on that. If that drops, I could see a little bit of an effect on SPY. Now that we're honestly near another higher target. If you would have told me what was my target for today, I probably would have said around here. So us going beyond it is kind of impressive. If I was 18 again, I wish I was buying shares and holding. Just buy value and growth, dude. Few dividends, keep stacking, but a little in every month. Yeah, that's a big thing. Is a little in every month. Like, let's say you get a paycheck, you don't need to spend your entire paycheck on buying things right then and there. Put a little bit there. Put a little bit there. Wait a couple weeks. Put a little bit there. Put a little bit there. And remember, we're not financial advisors. I'm saying that again. I don't like to act like some dude who acts like he knows everything and can just tell you what to do. You are in 100% control of what you're doing, Manny. You need to know that. Nobody can tell you what to do or tell you what feels right. Only you'll know that. There is no one path to making money. There's probably a million paths, let's be honest. And not just making money, but enjoying the process as well over time so you can keep your sanity. I think people forget about that too and just assume they'll just be saying the whole time, like, no, you're going to go crazy if if you have a really bad strategy or a really stressful time with it. Which you don't know that it's bad or good, upon trading it. You don't know that. Low-key just need practice for now and be ready for next season because we can't even play right now. Oh, we can't even play right now because of rank? I'm going to be too low ranked? So wait, are you on Steam or console? Because if you're on Steam, I can just add you right now. For sure, I've been trying to work on trusting my own conviction and having effective analysis when it comes to what I'm buying. Good, man, good. I mean, I know we sound like we're your friends, but like, I'm just trying to tell you straight up, don't listen to anybody. Focus on yourself. God, if I was 18 again, I'd be holding Doge again. That's my biggest miss of fortune, probably. I had to do my taxes again that year, and I did the math, which I should not have done, and I literally could have made like $1.5 million just from my Dogecoins because I had a million at like 0.0002 or some shit. Like I was like probably one of the first people who were delusionally buying Dogecoin. And because it took so long and Elon started talking about it, that it didn't move much because it kept getting diluted because it's an infinite supply basically. So I was like, all right, I'm getting out of this. I made like $2,000. I thought I was super cool. And then like 2, 3 years go by and I look back at that and it's like I could literally be not retired, but I mean, damn, I could be well off. I'd say my second one would be the silver. The silver pump recently. I did sell a lot of my gold and silver before that. I do have some, but like it's not as big of a deal now. So those are two pretty big fumbles. Anytime, man. But yeah, NFA, yeah. Why do I feel like I've seen your name before though? I feel like I've seen Manny Pack before. And no, not because of Manny Pacquiao. I feel like I've seen that nickname before or alias. Maybe it's just someone else's name that's close. Yeah, good messages, Maddie. We don't want to tell someone what to do, you know. Let them make their decisions, but good post though. You're probably like the perfect person for someone like him to bump into, to be honest. For your long terms, do you all consider index funds as well as individual stocks? That's a good question. I know a lot. I know the popular belief is just buy SPY and hold it forever, which is honestly a great strat. But I just like the nitpickiness of picking your own, you know? Because like Maddie said, like dividends are important. Don't just pick things to go up. Pick things that also pay you back. So that's something that you'll get out of some individual stocks that you won't out of indexes. But on the other end of things, there are indexes that do that. But that's honestly a personal thing, Nardle, because like some people will be like, "Oh, I only want the averages of things," so you'll probably see them get index a lot. Some people want to get the individual as well as that, so they'll balance it. Some people don't care at all; they just want to get a bunch of stock picks, you know. So it's really personal preference. I don't want to sit here and be like, "Well, this is the best path to take," because in reality, they're probably both great paths. It's just which one do you prefer? You know, do you want to have a mix of your more averagey, slower moving ones like Spy that you know are going to perform over time, but it's going to take its sweet time? Or do you want to also mix it in with some individual picks that are definitely going to either give you some good gains or losses and won't be as averagey or slow or, you know, I guess that's how I should explain it. Not to say SPY can't move. I'm just saying, like, over the long period of time, like, it's not going to move 10% a year. I mean, if it does, holy crap, we're having a crazy good year. But I don't hate either strat, honestly. People hit me up, they're like, yo, I'm just buying SPY. I'm like, that's a great strat. People hit me up, they're like, yo, I'm buying this, and I'm like, that's great. As long as you understand what you're getting into. Need to go further into long term plays you and the team are focusing on? Yeah. Honestly, Naruto, what it comes down to is some really boring shit. I'll be honest with you. It comes down to just, I say this all the time. Even if you could just put $5 into something every 2 weeks, that is still something. Like, sometimes that's all we're doing. It's like 15, $20 here and there on things. Sometimes it's a little bit more than that, like with Netflix or PayPal or UPS, you know, because we have a further confidence in it. We have a further belief behind it. So that's like one of those ones where it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna buy a share every week or a couple of shares every other week or this or that. You know, it's like it's spacing out your buys over a long period of time. Spacing it out to where you're not dead set on, oh fuck, it went below my average. Oh no, it went above my average. It does your average doesn't matter. You're gonna be making a really good average over a longer period of time, not buying once, selling once. Like we would with like an options trade. I truly believe dollar cost averaging is like the greatest way to get into things because it's slow, it's safe. You don't feel like you're overwhelming yourself. It's not like you're over, putting yourself into something and then you're like, all right, let me look at another one. And you don't have to jump into everything that you look at. You won't feel that need to trade everything you see. I know I've had a really good time with it. And Maddie's been doing really good, and it's just been really fun at the same time because it's enjoyable to kind of just be like, yeah, why is this down so much? I find this to have value. This is on discount. Finding that discount, that's really nice. Or what we believe to be a discount. I don't want to call it a discount and it goes down more. We could be wrong. We are human. Uh, Maddie, 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 wake up, Maddie, Maddie, wake up, Maddie, wake up, Maddie, wake up. What the fuck? What happened? What happened to him? What happened? What happened? Why am I up money? Why am I making money? What happened? I thought this was gonna drop tomorrow. It's been quiet for maybe 3 minutes. You can't hear me right now? Nardle, can you hear me? Hello? Discord, can y'all hear me? Hello, hello, hello. I don't know why Nardle couldn't hear me. Alice can hear me too, yeah. Huh. Maybe it's on her end. Or Nardle Baby's end. Maddie's driving, he can't type. Maddie, pull over! I won't lie to you, I have 2 of them and I sold one. I haven't oversized in a swing like this in forever. Trimmed one at 545, and then I said I couldn't trim the other. Or I tried to get a higher fill despite that bid ask spread, but couldn't. You put in an order to sell like 30 minutes ago for an L, and then I canceled because I didn't want to be a puss. I'm so fucking happy to hear you say that. Yeah, I mean, if you ever do that, you just need to hear my voice in the background. Plus, I specifically said your name earlier and said, hey, we're probably going to be stuck in this today because I knew tomorrow was going to be the day that it would drop. But we don't have to wait till tomorrow. We can trim now. If you have more than one, trim now. If you only have one, maybe just take it. I don't know. You do you. I think it's stupid to ignore an unexpected drop, though. I mean, this is fucking nuts. What do I do with my hands? Dude, fuck scalp trading. I'm sorry, fuck scalp trading. Like, oh my god. I love scalping, but holy shit, dude. I gotta stand up. I have to stand. I can't. I'm overjoyed right now. Dude, it's sitting at 555 right now. You could sell this bitch for fat profit. I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh, you're Arizona gringo. Oh, it's Asian. I'm stupid. Asian gringo. Honestly, I have a lot of Asian gringo friends. So nice to meet you. What is with Asian gringos and not watching anime? Can you tell me that? Are you another one of those? Why do Asian gringos not watch anime? That is a play. Yeah, my hand is shaking right now. It's not even like I'm making like a fortune or anything. It's just like what the fuck kind of feeling, you know? Dude, all of my expensive plays are hitting. I hate to say that out loud because I'm not trying to make someone fumble into one, but oh my god. That is luck right there. What a good day to talk about unexpected luck. I'm listening to the best song for this too. I'm sorry, I gotta stare at it a little longer. I'm also trying to enter this guy on Discord. What's up, though, stream? How's everybody doing? Make sure to drop a like on the stream. Sorry if I'm like a little loud or talking way too quick or too much. Drop a like on the stream, reply, talk, question, shit like that, engage, interact. Share the stream link around. Not a lot of people are streaming their shit these days, and pretty much haven't ever been. There's really only one other streamer on YouTube that I even shout out on here, to be honest with you, because I don't know that many of them because they all like suck. But Stock Market Live, Stock Market Labs, I can't remember his name. I think it's Stock Market Live. But his name is also Josh, and that guy is a fucking genius. If I'm ever not here or not live, please go to that man. He will have thousands of people watching him every day. He's live longer than me. He knows a lot more than I do. And he's super chill, super chill. So if I'm ever not here, y'all should go to that channel. He does not know I exist. These are like free shout outs for someone who doesn't need it. He does not need a shout out from me. But I always like to bring that up in case I'm ever not here or something, because I don't want you guys to be left hanging, but I don't want to just make you go look at some other idiot. I'd rather you go look at someone that knows what they're talking about. Like, he's 6,000 times smarter than me. He's got a really big crowd, though. He blew up. He's even got his own rap song. But yeah, that guy's like the coolest trader on the internet. Jumping on a meeting, be right back. All right, see ya. Be safe. Let's go Intel. I'll check it out here in a second. See, that's why you trim. Look at that fat ass green candle. Got us about. Appreciate you. Might be back later. See you, Carter. Have a great one, dude. Celebrate that play for real, yeah. Oh, I am. It sucks though, because I wanted to call out one that I could like force Garden to take with us, but that was not one of them. I really need to play like that with a better chain. Because if someone is in my chat, they're like, "Yeah, I saw your trade. I just didn't take it." Like, I really don't take it personal because it's like, especially like one like that. Like that was kind of an expensive con, and not all of my plays are like that. A lot of them are cheaper, so I definitely don't hate anyone for not joining that one. But I am happy to see the TA work out, which is more important. Intel, what am I doing? Alice, what am I doing, bro? Oh my god, you are also on a generational run today. What's up? Dude, you know what's fucked up? I was looking at this. I was looking at this and Costco because they're the same chart right now. It's got the push, it's got the drop, it's got the push, it's got the drop, it's curling back up, right? Go to Intel. It's the same exact chart. Got the drop, got the rise, got the drop, and now it's like curling. Excuse me. And then honestly, Alst, whenever this stops its first move up, it might even be this one. Draw a fib from here to wherever that high is, and then start tracking that 50% of wherever that goes. Once you have that information, you don't have it yet. We just know that it's bullish still. Yo, had to run in the store. What's up, bro? Did you hear anything I said? I mean, you probably heard everything I said. You just couldn't reply. I've been a little absent lately. I didn't even know you took that one. All good, Garden. I'm going to spam tag you whenever I get the one I want. It's literally my fucking mission. I will get it. Good find, though, Alice. Good mention. Good timing on that, too. You, like, bring it up and it starts bouncing. I can tell you've really been doing a good job this last, like, few months or last year or so watching this. I feel like you have a really good grip on it. Or maybe that's just me seeing just the good shit. I don't know. I feel like you've been doing really good with this one, though. Like the updates and stuff, at least. And that first trade you had on it was kind of nuts. Despite the result, doesn't matter. It's just, you did call out Intel recovering pretty early. That first recovery. Remember, right now we're kind of looking at like the tech sector to see, is it going to hold this high right here? Where we just held. Because if this fades away, we'll probably see SPY pull back a little bit. If this just kind of consolidates or even just fizzles up and doesn't really make new highs, we'll probably see just more consolidation on SPY between these two areas. I do see this sector is curling again, though. Comms are back in a good spot. Banks are just there. Same as healthcare. Doing well, just been a greedy bastard and holding too long. Yeah, I mean, that'll get all of us, honestly. Don't hold so long, dude. Sell earlier. Get some small gains, work on it, get some bigger gains. I mean, really, your big gains are really just going to be when you're lucky. Like, you should just be going for just good trade, like good trading. If it happens to go a lot more than you expected, then fuck yeah, let's go, dude. W. If it doesn't work out, let's try to keep our losses as small as we can. You know, I mean, there's going to be that instance where you're cutting it for 30%, and that's fine. 30% is fine as long as you're not trading your entire account on that trade. That's not fine. But if we're talking a small percentage of your account, you know, and you're risking it, yeah, give yourself some space, dude. You got the balls to hold it. You should have the balls to take profit or cut, whatever scenario we're in. I bought 10 cons at 44.55 earlier. I'm so up. I just now saw that message. Oh, wait, you only said that 4 minutes ago. Jesus. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. Damn, dude. Honestly, a $0.50 pump on Intel that quick is insane. Because a $0.50 is like what? Like 1.2% or something? That's insane. I didn't even see what Mike 2 said till just now. He said $8 in 15 minutes. What a green candle. Feel bad for the guy that bought my contract. I said, ha ha ha, I don't. That's funny as fuck. You know what's crazy, Mike? If you can hear me right now, where it is right now is actually less than when I sold on this candle. And it's all because of volatility. I bet when it was here, it was way more. But right here, it isn't. Because the quote's having to figure out, oh, it's calculating, oh, it's going up. All right, well, if it's going up, how high can it go? So it's cutting out some of the value. That's the extrinsic value changing. Some nerdy terminology right there. Okay, you can't hear me good. You sold the momentum too? Good shit, dude. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yes. Hell yes. I love reading that. I'm honestly impressed by you, man. I'm kind of happy you're taking some of these trades and that's actually working out for us. I want you to know though, like we are going to lose a trade eventually. We're definitely going to lose a trade soon. I don't like to be in the mindset of we're untouchable. It's not true. We're very touchable. We're the most touchable when it comes to the stock market. But I'm glad it's working out so far. Good shit. And thanks for not pressuring me. I don't think I've seen you once message me or tag me and be like, hey man, are we down or up on this? Or like some stupid ass question. So I appreciate you for not pressuring me while I'm trading too. I mostly go one con? Okay, bet. That's probably a good thing to start out with to just kind of work your way into it more. Also, though, I hope you're actually getting something out of the posts, not or the explanations, not just the trades. Like I hope maybe you want to go over that. We can go over some of the swings together today in today's stream. We could like try to get the context out of it. Why did we like it so much? You know, because you see me, I'm flipping through like hundreds of fucking charts. Like there's a reason we only pop up on these ones. Like it's because we have all these conditions set. Like if I don't see a certain couple of things, I don't want to touch it. So I want to make sure you guys also understand those couple of things that we're looking for. So you could see the impact of this, or maybe even one day you're tagging me and going, "Hey Bueller, I'm entering this. Check this out." Fuck, I might join you on it if it's good enough, you know, or if I like it too. But everyone's different too. Like what you might like, I might not like. What I like, you might not like. You know, it's also a thing too. But I am glad to see it working out so far. That's got to be message of the day though. What a green candle. Feel bad for the guy that bought my contract. I almost thought that was Tobias typing that. That's like that's a super Tobias message there. Also, I'm glad you even mentioned TXN because I'm gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't have seen that. I'm in the mindset of I'm not checking this till tomorrow because of Nvidia earnings. Like I'm genuinely expecting us to have a lower open going into Nvidia earnings. So it doing that was kind of nuts. So I actually highly appreciate you for even mentioning that. That's the kind of pressure I need right there. Hey Bueller, it's moving $8. It's only been 15 minutes. I am a little impressed by this though. 224 to 215 and then to bounce like that just to settle here, like it should just fizzle out the rest of the day. I'd be surprised if it touches this. I'll be surprised if it goes lower. It should just fizzle out between there. There's volatility by itself. The mix of buyer and seller mad confused. I promise you everybody is confused. Unless was there even news on that? Because it's not market related. I forgot what I said while you were in the store, Maddie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was trying to remember word for word what I said because some of it did mention you. YouTube stream. I think I'm gonna go for another like hour and 12. So we'll go to like 11:30 CST. And then I'm gonna go hang out in Discord the rest of the day. In the voice chat. I'm also happy with our swings, not because of like the results of them, but the tickers we're trading. We just traded Dell, TXN. We had Nike like not long ago. I have a couple repeats in there, like CCL. You probably see me post CCL a lot, but that's like the perfect options chain. It relates to a really good sector, has a shit ton of volume, a lot of open interest, and the contracts are not just whack at all. Now, if you want to see the whack version of it, go check out RCL. Though that is also a badass company. Probably even more badass than CCL. The big difference between Royal Caribbean and... Fuck, what is CCL's name? I just call them CCL all the time. Oh, Carnival Cruise Lines. Damn, I'm stupid. The difference between Carnival Cruise Lines and Royal Caribbean is that Royal Caribbean's like you're like fine dining compared to Carnival Cruise Lines. When you go to Royal Caribbean, you're paying more. Everything costs a lot more, but it's a nicer ship. And there's a lot of other shit with it too, like the drink packages and stuff. On Carnival Cruise Lines, it's cheaper. I think the ships are not as nice, but they're still really nice. Like it's not like a big deal. And I think you have to still pay for like drink packages and shit. Like I don't remember all the details between, but there's a lot of really big differences between them. But basically, one of them is like your like wealthier person type cruise line kind of. That's your Royal Caribbean. Carnival Cruise Lines is the other one. Both impactful, both make fucking shit tons of money. Both took a fat hit during COVID. But what didn't? That was one of the best trades I've seen someone take in my chat. Dylan Nix. He bought Carnival Cruise Lines and Royal Caribbean at like nothing. When everyone was shit talking them, including me. And what did those do? They bounced for multiple years. Who's laughing now? Dylan is. So that's one of my friends. So I talk shit to him, but still kind of crazy to see those kinds of trades and to witness that stuff and to remember all that, like the emotions, not just the up or down, you know? When things are down and on discount, everyone's talking shit. Nobody wants it. Nobody will touch it with a 10-foot stick. But those are the exact times that you need to be buying. Maybe not on everything, you know, maybe not on your like AMC, GameStop type plays, your meme stocks, but when you see like a really important company that you think is just like never going away, and you see it on discount like that, and all the hate it's drawing up, it's like, how are people hating on this? All the smart people are buying it, I promise you. Because I don't give a shit about that fear or those emotions other people are driven by. I honestly can't wait to read this thing Maddie sent me. I need to quit clicking on it, or I'm going to read some of it without y'all. Kind of interested in this chart more than anything right now, I'm not going to lie. Sorry guys, I was reading something. What's up though? What is everyone up to? What are you guys looking at? Who's all still chilling with me now that we're at almost the end of the first phase of the day? Who's still alive? I know some of you fell asleep. It's all right. You only needed to be awake for the important parts. Damn, are we gonna? This might actually bring the whole market up if it starts bouncing and going higher. I think that's what I like about sectors too, is you can make such confident claims, and it's not like it's not just pure ego. It's literally just talking about the chart because we know for a fact if that goes up, SPY goes up. As long as something else isn't like super damaging, but that would take multiple sectors going down at the same time. It would be an isolated tech pump. They do happen, just not as much. But when your Teslas or your Amazons are struggling and your tech sectors are doing great, that's when you see that indifference. Because a lot of the time it is definitely one of those probably failing. It's kind of hard for the discretionary sector to fail without the support of Amazon or Tesla. It just needs one. With both, it's GG. What did he send you? He just sent me your email address, your SSN. I think I have your credit card details right here too. I'll DM it to you. Just because you're the one who asked. If you read it before me, don't say shit. Rest in peace to me. Make sure you max it out. I got you, fam. We're going to get 3 cars right now. Not even to drive them. Literally just to run the card up. Sir, you're already in the negative. What? I didn't buy anything yet. Yo, did you see TXN, Rob? What if his name's not even Rob in real life? Or is there a Rob Kramer and I'm just stupid? Google searches Jim Kramer to see if he has relatives. Wait, is he an only child? That would make so much more sense now. Oh, no, he's not. Wait. He does have a sibling. You're in store for a good read. I used to pay for Citrus subscription to like last month, long time subscriber. His research is unmatched. Oh, okay, cool. I've never heard of it before, but I read like part of it and I was like, oh wow. I think this is gonna be a good one. I was gonna read it to myself, but then I was like, yeah, fuck it. We'll be in Discord stream later. I'll just be sitting here talking about what's everyone's favorite movie. I might as well read this as well. Wait, so who is Citrini and Alapshaw? What? Why are they? You said you used to pay for their subscription. What were their? They do a lot of these like research posts, I guess. This is actually why me and Tobias became friends. He used to get like a couple people who'd click on his like links or whatever to like go see his like research findings on Twitter. And his posts used to get like some views, but I started clicking on them. They started getting a lot more views as my Twitter was popping. And I was like really into his posts. So I was like, bro, will you join my chat and like just be my friend? This one was free, but it's always super detailed. Oh, nice. Yeah, I like the wording in the like beginning, so I was like, okay, this is gonna be good. I really like. I know this sounds stupid and like childish what I'm about to say, but like I really hate when you read like an article and you can tell they're trying too hard. Like I get it, bro. You went to college. Jesus Christ. Like, can I just read English, please? Like, not everything needs to be elaborated like that. Like, look at me. I just used elaborate. Oh wow, I'm so smart. Like Jesus. Things can be detailed without writing in scientific fucking functions. Me dumb dumb. I can't read big word. I also like the angles people take on things. It's just like to pick your own brain. Because I probably think about something one way, I hear it another way, and it's like, wow. Like, completely shifts how you think about something. This one actually went viral on financial mainstream media, enough for Jim Cramer to talk about it, and pretty much all the blogs on Twitter to quote it. Good read for sure. Damn, really? Did he talk shit on it, or was he talking good on it? Because you know Jim Cramer, he'd just be talking to talk these days. If he said it's a bad read, I'm 100% reading it. Triples down, just starts reading it right now. But bad. I'm glad to hear that though. I'll be reading that in Discord in like an hour. Guys, what just ended? It's 10:30. What just ended? Back again. What's up, Maddie? I appreciate you stepping in and out all the time. Make sure you wipe your feet at the door. No, I'm kidding. Read it first, then you'll understand how it sparks everyone's emotions. Bet. I guess I'll know what you mean when I read it. Getting a room ready to paint now. Damn, bro, you went to work? Is it a big room? God, I fucking hate painting. Painting might be the only thing I didn't like in construction. I would rather do sheetrock. I'd rather go dig. I can't stand painting, dude. I think people who paint have a special, monstrous, demonic skill inside of them. I don't mean like art, I mean like painting walls. You gotta have patience. You gotta do it the right way. I don't have those two things. Make sure you wear a mask or whatever, dude. Don't die on us. Don't lose all your brain cells, bro. We need them more than you do. All of our portfolios are riding on those brain cells, dude. Please don't lose them all. It's nice having a bunch of badass traders around you. Like Maddie and all them. All these like extra stock picks, all these names you don't hear about as much. Then you hear it and you're like, oh fuck. And then you like have it. It's just nice. All right, well, it looks like they're trying to pull back. We'll see if we get a close into that or not. I kind of want to go check on TXN again. uh, guys, what do I do? What do I do with my hands? Oh, I gotta send this again. What a day to be a guy shorting TXN. I remember my first beer. You know, everybody was so focused on AMD and NVIDIA, they forgot about Texas Instruments, man. Texas Instruments. What do I even do with this last contract? Let's just hold it to 210. Let's try to get lucky. Though it's probably smart to take it right here and then look for re-entry on the next lower high retest. I could just take it at 635 right now and be a happy man. I think I'm going to. I don't even know the percentage on that shit, man. I gotta look that up now. Oh, man, I can breathe. Oh, God, I can actually breathe, dude. I haven't held a large swing like that in a while. I've been sticking to like $500-600 tops, like $300-400 tops. That was over $800 swing. 830. Fuck. Never again. All right, where's my post? I need to take screenshots. Oh. Maddie, you're the motherfucking goat, dude. Damn, bro. Look at that percentage. God, that's so clean. Good shit, bro. Bro. Oh, you guys were talking about it in here too. Wow, TXN not done. Bro. Yes, guard. I'm out at 6.2. My gucking goat. IGV, IBIT losses erased. I got you, dog. It's crazy too, because this is my most ideal swing trade ever. Like, every good swing trade I've had almost looks like this. Let's review it. Not because it worked, but because I honestly was glucking this on stream yesterday. So I like the bearish candlestick against 8 EMA. If you take a fib from this high, because remember it went up and then it kind of came down. Or I'm sorry, wait, closed here, opened here, closed. So we kind of went from, oh wait, no, so I'm sorry, I'm blind. So it went down, right? And then it popped up again. So we go from the high to the low of that candle. So we get that 223.27. And that's basically just telling us, like in today's stream, we're talking about midterm retest. If we're above it, we're more bullish than bearish. If we're below it, we're more bearish than bullish. But you don't do this by itself because that would just be stupid. So we coincided with the bearish candlestick under the 8. So we have two things to tell us, hey, this is trying to go down. I almost bet I could put on volume too. And I almost bet the volume's like larger. Probably like this. This candle, it probably gets smaller. This candle, it probably gets smaller. Yeah, it's probably like decreasing volume too, like as it's doing this move. Like it's increasing to decreasing. I almost bet without even looking. And then this is just targets wise. I think these are just monthly emerging candles, but this one is a 50% of this fat ass green candle. So it's not just good to have like a level to tell you where to be bullish and bearish from. It's good to also be like, well, I need to have targets in case it does work out. And then honestly, some people might look back at this and be like, well, you took profit too quick. Brother, it just dumped from 224 to 211 in one fucking day. Not even one day. We're talking in an hour. In an hour, it just did this. So I think we're justified to TP a little early than some people might think when you're reflecting on it. It's really easy to be that guy at the end of it and be like, well, why didn't you just hold it? What? That's the kind of person that never takes profit. So yeah, I'm good on that, King. Plus making 50% on $800, I'm not tripping, dude. I literally sold those things to put that money in this. Good fucking choice, then. Honestly, beforehand, if you had asked me that, which is probably good you didn't ask me, I would have said don't do that. So it's probably good you didn't ask me. I'm proud of you either way. I'm honestly hyped you were with you and Mike too were in that with me. Absolutely absurd drop though. I think we can all agree on that. That was very lucky. But that's exactly what I was talking about today. Just keep going for your setups. You have to get lucky to get lucky. Like you can't plan that out. You can't force it. You either get lucky or you don't. That was a very lucky drop. Oh man. Oh wait. One more thing. I gotta edit the thing. Fuck, did I say 525? Damn it, I'm mixing my numbers up now. I'm thinking of the exit. 545. I was about to look again, even though I just saw it. I'll just leave it like that. And put this in parentheses. Save. Look at that, dude. Our fucking swing list is insane. Starbucks, Sophie, AMD, APA. Look, bro, where is Soundhound at? Let's go back to that. Where did she end up? Okay, okay. All right, let's put that back on the One Piece list. I'm kind of glad I looked at that again. Hold up. Maybe there's some other names I don't have in here. I saw APA wasn't in here either. It probably doesn't need to be in here. I think we got lucky on that one. I'm pretty sure the spreads are actually dog shit. Soundhound, NEE, Nextera Energy, US NEE, and USB. All right, we can maybe add both of those. Or wait, what did USB do? I don't remember this trade, but that makes me think the spread was shit. Yeah, I called it, dude. Look at that. 80 to 96. What the fuck am I looking at? 122 to 135. That's such an ugly spread. Yeah, we're not adding that back. That's not on here, right? Good. TTD. It's on there. Lyft. I don't think Lyft is on here. So I was missing some. Maybe there's a reason Lyft isn't on here. Maybe I did go through this. Ah, those aren't horrible. All right, let's add it. Let's just add it. Let's get our arsenal back going. Get everything on one nice, beautiful, organized little list. Huh. Any names that we don't see on here, MO and CMG, I can instantly tell those are not on here. Yeah, Altria is crazy, man. Chipotle. What'd I say? What was the last one? Open. Open door. We traded this? Oh, we lost. God, some of these are so old, I don't even remember. Oh my God, we traded it twice. We lost on it twice. What am I doing? All right, we're not adding that one back. That's like an investment ticker. That's not a trade options ticker. Super, super strong company. I always remember them as the cigarette company, but they do like so much more than that. Altria Group. If you look up the companies they own, your mind will be blown. I think I got everything I needed from here. All right. I'm proud of you. Thank you, dude. Pretty sure I caught it at like 3:55. Not much time to spare. Damn. You were riding a fine line. And look, it was on the list. We can smile even more. It was one of the tickers we were looking at like super heavily beforehand. We were looking at all of these like even more in depth. Super proud of that one. I am gonna be a little salty though, because I wanted to hold this through the Nvidia earnings. Because it feels like no matter what Nvidia does, this is gonna go down. Is what it felt like to me. But I guess I can't really go off feeling on that, huh? Probably just better to take it and move on. Let's go back to SPY. Let's see what's going on with SPY. Anything change? It looks like we did get a break and possible retake of this area. See if we're rejecting it still or not, because this is honestly kind of deciding direction. They're still just kind of there, not doing anything. Discretionary is up with also possible. They're kind of in the same seat as tech. Under previous day open, under this recent high right here. Keep an eye on that area if you're watching discretionary. That's your Amazon, your Teslas, your Nike, McDonald's, your Home Depots. Here's your Googles and your Metas and your Netflixes. They're up and just consolidating. So honestly, not bad. Not hurting us. And then your outliers, healthcare, they seem to be against really good resistance with a lot of bearish candles. I see a lot of wicks on top there. We'll see if that fizzles that chart out, which honestly is kind of what we're expecting. We're kind of expecting us to start fizzling out now that we're against resistance on healthcare because this has been doing this for a long time. So it's higher probability to expect this to reject than not. But also in the expectation, if this does break, how did it break? Did we just break it in a during session? Did we open over it? Because if we open over it, that's a lot stronger. So you would prefer an open over that level. But if that's an inside part today, that'd be interesting for any of the healthcare guys. Your Eli Lilly's, your AbbVie's, your Merck's, all that shit. UNH. And then you got your staples. Still looking to see, because again, this isn't really that strong of a candle. This is a strong candle. It's a really good start. Kind of a fizzled out candle against the high right here. So not really happy with that, but it is still bullish. Again, kind of interested in that because if this starts to pump, I'm expecting this to dump. So we'll be looking at that relationship again, probably over the next couple weeks. And yeah, welcome to the stream. Make sure to drop a like on it, interact, engage, say hello, question everything you see. What's up, Nardle? Good to see you. Honestly, you missed a lot, but I hope your meeting went good. Dude, that contract's still sitting at 620. If someone in chat is trapped in that contract, they're like up. Whoa, Driz. I can't even type, guys. Holy shit. Who would have guessed? And yeah, we'll find more, Seth. He said, Great call, man. Joined with June 18s to be more conservative. Oh, so he went to a farther date, which means it's more expensive. 24% on the first trim with plenty of time. Love moving stop loss to break even. That's honestly pretty fucking legendary. This is what I like to see from you guys. I mean, a little risky from Driz, as I said to him, just because he just joined the chat or rejoined the chat. He's been here before. But I like to see this because he kind of just did his own spin on it. You know, he got a better contract, to be honest, a way better contract than we did. Got a really good percentage on it, which people think, well, he got less. No, it's actually really good because he got a way more expensive contract than we did. And then kind of just selling one and writing the rest of the stop loss at break even. Like he just spun my trade post into his own trade. That's exactly what I want to see. I don't want to see people in here going, when did you sell? When did you buy? When did you do this? Because that shows me you're not thinking for yourself. But he totally just flipped that and turned that into his own trade. I typed some of that out in case he wasn't in stream. Hopefully, I did not miscommunicate that in how I typed that. Someone maybe go check the VIP floor and proofread me real quick. I'm honestly super proud of him for doing that. That's the guy that just got lifetime membership because I was like bitching and I accidentally baited him to getting it. He says I didn't bait him, but I swear I did. But it's nice to see him already having the confidence to do some shit in chat. He's been here before, so it's kind of cool that he came back and was like, fuck it, I'm getting lifetime. So that was kind of an alpha move. And he's actually taking it serious. He's been going through some shit. I gave him the course stuff. He's been going through some of the links. Already took a swing trade, kind of nuts. And I actually kind of want to know how much is that contract that that dude's trading? I mean, that has to be like ridiculous. What strike would he get? We got 2 10s. There's no way he got 2 10s, right? Dear God. Huh? Okay. There's no orders, but the theoretical value's up. Hmm. Interesting. I don't think he got the same strike as we did. He did get a way better contract than we did, no matter what, though. Good for him. Oh, man. I am confused why you couldn't hear me on Discord there, Nordle. I wonder if that was just a Discord thing. It's probably just a Discord, like, server thing. I really don't know. soon as you said that, though, I went to go look. I was like, is she server muted? Nope. Not server muted. Dun, Song is stuck in my head. Man, what a fucking great week. And it's only Tuesday. The Sunday stream really set the vibes. And it looks like we're doing back-to-back full-day streams from YouTube into Discord. And then yesterday in Discord, I was here all the way for an hour after the market closed. We were all just hanging out talking about whatever. Oh, wait, I gotta go brag on Twitter. We gotta go tell people we know what we're doing. But we don't. Oh, what did I just click? Wait, if you click... What? I was today years old when I learned this. If you're on desktop and you click your mouse scroll button on the picture, it takes it over to like a tab on Google. I was literally today years old when I learned that. Huh. That's actually kind of cool. I need to actually abuse that. That's very, very gangster. Oh, Michael G, you follow me on Twitter? I got you, dog. Hello there, $crypto. That's your whole bio. Let's see what Michael G tweets. Oh, you're not a tweeter, you're a retweeter. I like this. You might be the greatest type of Twitter user I like. People who are just there for the vibes and the content. Very cool. Yeah, we're up. Oh my god. JC, you're here, right? Go to VIP floor. The latest message that Driz just said. So this is someone that used to be in my server. And he's been here the whole time, but he just wasn't signed up. Like he was before. I think he was like premium. And then he just didn't trade for a while. And then he came back and he did the lifetime thing. And he took that trade, but look what he just said. He said lead test setup plus the January 20th gap below. I don't really care about the RSI thing, but I like that he at least mentioned something outside of that. It's just nice to see that even though he left and came back, he still remembers the lead test. That's like impact right there. My goat. I just thought that was cool. I just wanted you to see that. We will see, though. I can't lose money now, so good spot to be. Great find by you. That is good to see. How are we doing on the YouTube stream? Everybody alive still? Thank you guys for the likes on the stream. One more for 20 if someone didn't do it yet. If you guys have any questions or anything, please feel free to ask. I'm going to be live on YouTube for another 30 minutes, and then I'm going to scoot on over to Discord and just hang out there the rest of the day. I'm already in here live if you already just want to join in. When did we get a new member? Oh, it was Carter. I forgot about that. Shout out to Carter getting the membership thing on YouTube. It's pretty cool after all that drama shit that happened. I had a lot of you guys message me like, yo, thank you, God, you did. Like, I had so many cool messages from you guys, so pretty cool support system. And not in like an ego way, like, you are so right, he's so wrong. Like, no, just more like, let's just move on. I got a lot of mature messages from you guys over the past few days, which makes it that much easier. It's kind of annoying me how that zone's not all the way to the right. Oh, so much better. We are literally just stuck here now. And it's probably because of the tech recovery, isn't it? Tech bounce back above it, yep. We were talking about the possibility of it. We had some wicks on top when I was saying it last, but it did actually go up more. So that it kind of allowed SPY to just kind of survive, not pulling back. If anybody missed that. Pretty cool, because I could see why some people would think, oh, let's start shorting this into the ground now. Not a bad spot for it, but just not the good timing. You kind of need both. Oh, dude, stretching is the best. And yeah, later in the Discord stream, we'll go back through the scratch pad. We'll try to see if anything needs to be changed or added or deleted. Oh, let me go ask Driz what strike he got. What's up, Mike 2? 220 would love any feedback there. Okay, he told me what strike now. Let's go look. Wait, he got the 220. Huh? Wait, does this guy just have like a bag ready to throw around? He's not joking. I can't fucking type, dude. So this guy put $3,000 into my swing? That's insane. I'm gonna tell him straight up. You do that again, don't fucking tell me. That is an insane amount of money to put in my swing in the first swing back. That is very ballsy. I think if I was anyone else, I'd be like, yeah, dude, good job. Do that again. Pay me. Buy another lifetime since you made money. I could go on Twitter right now and brag about how a guy just signed up, but I'm not doing any of that because that is very bad. That is the exact opposite of what I want to do. I am very happy for him, but I want everyone to be like realistic. I would be mad at him if he didn't turn it into his own thing. He actually had good reasoning and understanding of what he was about to trade. So you could see he definitely knew what he was going for. He just kind of used me as like, oh, hey, there's a ticker, which good. That's all I should be used for. Should not be like, full sending on everything I post. But that is still a very, very crazy, confident trade by him. Just to kind of show you guys what I'm looking at here on the YouTube stream. This guy's nuts. Said, what strike did you get? 220. Did I go overboard with this response? Probably, but I want to be real with him. He wasn't fucking joking, though. He got a 220, dude. That's crazy. Because that means he has a way better contract than we do. It's more expensive and has more time. And it's a better strike. Like, his contract literally shits on my contract. He got kind of lucky, too, though, because if we don't move enough, his won't move that well until it moves more. But we got so much movement in one session that it moved really well for him. So I just want him to understand that. Is this overboard? Anybody reading this? I don't think that's overboard. It's in VIP floor if you're in Discord. XOK, new high of day, bet. I'll check that in a second. Thank you for the call out, though, because that's... I see why SPY's going up now. Thank you, Mike. That's actually very helpful. Stream paused real quick, guys. Sorry. On Discord. It is good, Maddie? Okay. I don't want to go overboard. I don't want to, like, pressure the guy either, but it's just like, he just put $3,000 into my swing. It might even be more than that. That's just if he has 2 contracts. What if he has more than that? I don't know. So I want him to know, hey, don't pressure me, but at the same time, like, really good job. Like, I don't want him to think I, like, don't like what he did. I just don't want him to make me aware of that while I'm doing that. He didn't do that this time, but he could in the future. 3K on a trade on your first fucking trade in here, or trade back, is crazy. I'm making this all about Driz now. I just want to see what Driz is typing. I also hope he doesn't take this personal, because I'm not trying to attack him. I'm just trying to, make it real. Like, hey, this isn't normal what you just did. We lose money on our trades, you refund, right? You refund, right? Yeah, I got you, dog. Put it in the refund channel. Imagine, though. Imagine you were so confident in your abilities that you told everybody in your chat you will refund them if they lose money on your trades. That would be next level. I don't think I'm allowed to say this out loud legally, but I actually have done that once. But it wasn't like a refund because of the trade. It was just like because they were my homie. How's the painting going, Maddie? It's funny. I can still see all Maddie's messages. I'm out at 6.2. My gucking goat. I think my favorite message was, pretty sure I caught it at like 3:55. Not much time to spare. LOL. Last little bit of taping and plastic. Okay, bet. Dave, you're about to get going then. About to get going on it. All right. Well, I'll wait for this guy to respond. My Discord guys are probably like, what the hell, man? I can't see anything. And good call out by Mike. Thank you for that update on XLK. Because, yeah, 2.37 on XLK today. Holy. It's actually pretty good. Considering banks are flat. Healthcare is red. Staples are somewhat flat. Comms are slightly up. Discretionary is definitely the second helper today. Discretionary did really good following tech. Nice. Good conversation. Look at Nike on the weekly. Looks good. To be honest, I will right now, brother. Just because you said it. Oh my god. Say literally less. Say absolutely nothing. Wait, unclear that. Let's just go to a different one because I think I need that chart. We'll name this one Mike 2. Brother, you have the eye. Now it sucks because they have... Oh, that's dividend payout. Never mind. Alright, let's see what we got here. Where do we start? Let's go to the monthly. Let's just throw on some levels. We'll go back to the weekly. These are just monthly emerging candles. This is absolutely nothing special. It's just to kind of get something on the screen. Weekly. Damn, dude, that wick actually did go up all the way to another level. That's crazy. I say this much. I really like this, but I don't want to tell you what it is. I want you to tell me what that is. Mike. Great. You got it. Now what is this one? After you see a piercing line, what is like normal if we don't just go straight up the next day? And there's like 50 names for this, so if you get any of them, it's fine. Reset. Yes. Yes. So wasn't it pretty normal to see this go up the way it did? It's pretty normal, right? So the reason you're pointing this out is because you see this and you like the next hammer that's kind of showing up here. I'm actually so fucking proud of you for getting all of those questions right. I see common BB traders still not get that. Piercing line, reset candle. You're fucking on it. You've been studying? I could tell. I could tell because you said reset. That's like the exact term I was looking for. If you would have said like literally anything, I would have probably taken it as an answer. As long as it was down that road, you know? But reset is like the word I'm looking for. Great fucking answer. So when I see stuff like this, at first I'm shocked because I'm like, oh, damn, it went up a bunch that week. But then I look back, I'm like, well, what made it do that? It's like, oh, okay. It went up, and then when it came down to make a higher low, it was like the most bullish shit I've ever seen. Because some people look at that, they're like, oh, it's an inside bar. No, it isn't. I mean, it is, but that's not what it is. Also, the hammer is holding the 50% of the piercing. Brother, I am like jaw dropped right now. I took my hand off the mouse for a second. No, brother, that is perfectly. No, you had it. That is perfect. That is a perfect description. I did not see that. You are correct. It's okay if the bottom of it's not perfectly touching, as long as the wick's above it. Or as long as the close is above it. The wick doesn't matter. What matters about the wick is that it did this. No, you're 100% on it, brother. You are on it. You could not be more on it than you are right now. Now, what should you do outside of this? I want to take you the next step. What should you do outside of the Nike chart to grow confidence on a setup on this, regardless of up or down? What is something else we could look at or chart up or whatever? What could we do to further analyze this chart? I guess is what I'm trying to say. And it's okay if you get this next part wrong. You've done fucking absolutely perfect up to this point. Higher low and higher high. I mean, that isn't wrong. I'm not going to say you're wrong because that isn't wrong. But no. Sector. What sector does this belong to, Mike? XLY. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So what can we look at? We can look at XLY. We can look at, I mean, I wouldn't say just Amazon, but you want to look at like Amazon, Tesla. Yeah, you want to look at the top weights, see if that sector truly is saying that. Because there's those instances where all the top weights are doing good, all the small weights aren't. So it makes the sector look like it's doing great when in reality it's not. Or even make it look like a fake discount. So yes, looking at XOY to kind of back up anything else. So let's say maybe not now, but maybe like a couple days or whatever. You're like, damn, this looks good for a dip buy, or I think I like this for a short. Go check out that XOY, see if it backs up your theory on that. Zoom out not just from the chart, but into its sector. So let's see. What does the weekly look like to kind of back up what you're looking at? Oh, so it kind of looks pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie. But what do we need? We need a little bit more confirmation. It's nice that it's showing weekly candles, but it's the beginning of this week, so we need a little bit more time to go by. And to be honest with you, I have a trigger here at 117.30s for like a This is like a level I'm looking for a retake. If this happens, then I know discretionary is more bullish than bearish, meaning Tesla, Amazon, Nike, McDonald's, Home Depot, all these discretionary stocks have a better chance of moving up. We don't know that they will. We know that the probability increases. There's never 100%. We never know 100%. You're good. You're good. You're good. Thank you for the conversation, dude. Man, what a great fucking conversation that was. Last little bit. Oh, wait. Doing a color flood, pain in the arse? The hell does that mean? Oh. Got to get all the little trim around the windows, the doors, the baseboard, the closet doors. Oh my god, bro. Fuck all of that. If you look at the gap up on the daily, that lines up with holding the gap bottom. If I look at the gap up on the daily, this one, that lines up with the holding gap the holding the gap bottom. Am I blind? I think Guardian's meaning this, right? Hello again. B. Build Builder buys back better. Jesus. That's a lot of B's. Bingo, bango, bongo. Damn, how does that look with that on the weekly? The gap highlighted and then go to the weekly. Oh. Looks really nice, honestly. Can't see it on the weekly, of course. Damn, good eye. It's crazy how many things line up, and it's just like basic shit. Like none of us, did anything like rocket science to get into these levels or this like gap or whatever. Like it's pretty cool. I just like some basic stuff lines up, and then like seeing the weekly to daily price action and kind of just telling the story of it. 2 liquidity grabs right here, by the way, which makes sense because we saw the weekly they were like hammers and stuff, so it makes sense that there were liquidity grabs on the daily. That's how that translates. Well, we got a few more minutes here in the YouTube stream. If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to throw them out. I am going to go over onto the Discord stream. We're already here live, so you guys can already tune in and chill. I'll send a link to the Discord if anybody's here and doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about. And yeah, I'll leave this open though for a few more minutes here on YouTube though, so you guys can get anything out if you have. Tag DM. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna go look now. Oh, I'm not even looking anywhere near where you're looking. Oh, it's the Gap. My bad. Yeah, I was just looking at some baby Gap. Garden was talking about the Gap. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Oh, wait. I want that other one. Get this one out of here. Oh my god. Garden, you have blown my mother effing mind. Inside bar on the daily so far, too. It's crazy how many of those 50% from that candle, the gap on the daily, the piercing line on the weekly, 50% right here, 6303. They're like all around the same area. It's like screaming at us. It's like, yo, whoever controls this area controls direction. Like, it's screaming at us. She wouldn't talk about a gap. She was talking about the gap. Yo, what's up, Offender? Good to see you, dude. Dudes and dudettes. Man, what a good few streams we've already had this week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Come hang out and talk about whatever the hell we want here in Discord. Hopefully a couple productive things along the way. I gotta stand again, dude. Oh. And yeah, good eye Garden. Good eye. Nike keeps making its way onto my screen every stream, I tell you. It's a good ticker. And I mean good as in like the price action's like I think fun to watch and trade. You don't have to like the company. But damn, do those candlesticks candlestick. All right, YouTube stream. I'm going to go ahead and end it there. If you guys want, we're in Discord. See you guys later. Thank you guys again for all the likes on the stream. I didn't even look. 20 likes on the stream. You guys are absolutely legends. Carter, thank you for the YouTube sign up. And yeah, thank you guys for being here. All right, Discord.